I don't know.
I could back up like that. There we go. Oh, because you got almonds too.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Those are spicy.
Wasabi soy.
Wasabi. I know this chair's not that great. %. Oh, good. I won't be too fucked up. Oh, they put the calories on here at least. 87 per serving.
These are so good.
Those are actually like really good.
Told you, wasabi soy, awesome.
That's pretty good. Not gonna lie. Captain Morgan, limited edition cherry vanilla.
Right, you're gonna do all this not on stream?
It's on the stream.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You can smile now, by the way. There you go, because it's live. See it?
Told me not to smile.
It smells like throw up.
I can smell the throw up you're smelling is the spiced rum. It smells like, I can smell cherry and vanilla in there.
I do get the vanilla. I don't.
I do, just like a cherry vanilla soda.
I do get that. But it's also Captain Morgan spiced awful rum.
Just like a cherry vanilla soda.
Oh, my thing's in the way. Fuck. God
damn
it. Live from Minnesota. So here's the thing. We are having this.
A cherry vanilla Captain Morgan, which is limited edition. I saw an ad for it, and I decided we had to try it.
Yep, it's cheap. I'm willing to give it a try. I'm not a spiced rum fan because it's just a way to cover up poor rum by making it taste better. Just buy nice rum. And if you want to spice it, put some in a separate bottle. Spice it yourself.
Yeah.
Both the cats were.
And with that, apparently, we're going to have some
cherry vanilla Coke.
Cherry vanilla Coke. This was the last case of sugar-free that we found, so that was ours. Hey, Tippy! Look at him.
The other day when I was doing a stream, he was laying up there. He was having a great time. Me and him.
I also have some wasabi soy flavored almonds. Very tasty. Big fan. I told Devin they were great. I'm not sure if he believed me, but now he had some. They're really good.
Try it. You gotta try it by itself. It's only 30%, so it's not like it's gonna murder you.
I can definitely smell the alcohol in it.
Well, rum just smells like booze more than anything else, just because of how it is.
Yeah.
It's pretty tasty even by itself. I'm not gonna lie. It's not great. It still is very alcoholic tasting, even though it's only 30%.
Not bad, though.
But it's not the greatest. Like that other bottle of rum that's from, where was that one that I got?
You would have to describe this bottle of rum more.
The last one we bought, because we drank all the Barbados rum.
Okay.
And then I bought a bottle of French style light rum, which was from, I don't want to say Martinique. Is it from Guyana?
I don't know.
French Guyana, which is by Brazil.
The one that's still up there?
The one that's still up there, yeah, that we haven't had yet. That's much better. You taste a lot less alcohol on that than you would on this. But Captain Morgan's just kind of that way.
That needs to be mixed. I can see the alcohol.
The separation
on top of, or alcohol sitting below the Coke there. It kind of shows up on the camera.
It does. It's a little pink, which is kind of nice, actually. Pleasant color. It smells really good now that the Coke's not gonna lie, it does smell fantastic. So we got, I can taste the wasabi. That's what he says. Live from Minnesota.
Only that's like correct. 4 minutes ago he sent that, but yeah.
That's fine. I like to give people time to trickle in, but the amount of people hasn't updated. So, because StreamYard doesn't...
Well, it was 4, then we were boring. It went back down to 3.
Well, we haven't done anything. We've only been going for 5 minutes as of now. So that's actually super tasty with the Coke, but I'm a Coke person over Pepsi. No offense to Pepsi, but I think Coke tastes better than Pepsi.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if it would be best with cherry vanilla Coke or just like regular Coke.
It's really good.
Guess we went with some cherry
it?
vanilla. I don't know if I really want to.
There you go. Pippi's taking his office spot.
Oh yeah, above the monitor.
Shall I get another big monitor like that? Like this one, the big 34 inch? I think that's 34 inch.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Get rid of this old piece of shit.
Right.
So, hey, Pippi. Look at you, buddy.
He's doing a chill above the monitor. Yeah, this is really good with Coke.
It is really good with Coke. I think the Coke definitely improved it.
Yeah. I wonder if it would just be really good with regular Coke. I do have some sugar-free Dr. Pepper upstairs. We can always try it.
It would also be good with Dr. Pepper because Captain Morgan is one of those things where it goes good with about any kind of dark soda.
And I'm a dark soda person. So.
Dark soda is the way to go. No offense to everything that's lemon lime, but it's all the same.
It's not all the same, but it's all terrible in a different way. So.
It's all lemon.
And yeah, speaking of that, Sierra Mist has to like figure their shit out because they've been Sierra Mist. Anymore. They were Mist Twist. They went back to Sierra Mist, and now they're Starry.
No, Sierra Mist is gone. Starry's entirely different.
It's all the same shit.
It's all lemon lime
shit. Yeah,
that's right. Werner's Ginger Ale. That's the way to go. Because it's from Detroit. And they add vanilla to it, so it makes it kind of better. What are you looking for? Oliver?
Yeah.
Oh, he did a flop. Look at him.
Why are you going to do a plop out of my arm's reach?
Because that's what cats do. He doesn't. I mean, you can pick the camera up and show him if you want. It's just right there. See, like if we do this. Oh, don't move.
I wasn't going to.
Don't move.
The monitor, but
don't move.
He moved.
There they are.
Look, he moved to be more. Yeah.
They're right there.
Look at him do a plop. Oh my gosh, what a cutie. Right.
Pippi's the best boy. He's the most innocent boy.
I have to deal with that all the time. Him just being absolutely adorable. It's awful.
That's all right. Lady's the only one that comes down here and really hangs out with me. Oliver will come by sometime just to piss Willow off. But...
Yeah, I don't know if Sierra Mist is still... We don't have Del Taco around here.
No, that's a West Coast thing.
But... I don't know. If it's still there, they're just like running out their supply. That was like a few years back when Skittles changed their lime flavor to green apple, which like Devin already knows personally, very offended because lime was my favorite flavor and I hate artificial.
Like apple.
I hate artificial apple. I like apples.
Yeah.
But I don't like artificial apple. So when they made that change, I was really upset. But you could tell which places had like older stock. So I was going to like Walgreens and stuff to get Skittles because they still had the lime ones. Whereas like Walmart and other like major like grocery brands had already like rotated their stock to have the green apple ones. So kind of had to go to places that were selling less to try to get some of those last ones. And now it's okay. They came out with their all lime pack, and I think people are petitioning for them to just replace green apple with lime. And now it's becoming the same thing where people are like, nobody liked lime anyway, and green apple is so good. It's not. Green apple sucks. I hate it.
I like green apple, but I don't think it belongs in Skittles, to be fair.
I remember the first time I had those Skittles, and like I didn't know because they were like sitting in a bowl.
You okay over there, Pippi? You gonna do it sick?
Probably not.
He does get kind of wheezy in coffee sometimes for whatever reason. He's okay. Careful, watch out for that.
Yeah, there's a band on the floor. I don't know. Anytime like something uneven is under my foot, I always kind of like do like a fake fall like thing because most of the time it's a cat. So I don't want to like put my
Step
full
on it?
weight on it. So now it's just kind of been habit to like not do that.
Nope, you're doing it wrong. Because my whole thing is like, you're the fucker that's under my foot.
Well,
you
I don't want
chose
to hurt
be
him though.
They'll figure it out. That's the thing. If you do it, they'll be like, maybe I shouldn't fucking be right in front of you when you're trying to walk. Right, Oliver? You stupid shit. Sometimes because
you
do
they're
that.
Gonna learn. You really think they're gonna learn?
He's learned. He doesn't walk right in front of me. He stays an arm's length in front of me now. He's very well aware that I will just step on him and or kick him out of the way until he gets out of the way. Green apple Jolly Ranchers are probably the worst Jolly Rancher flavor. Not gonna lie. Watermelon's the way to go. No, he's right there. Green apple Jolly Ranchers. Said it.
Yeah, I don't know. I would stay away from green apple. I agree. Watermelon, big fan.
It's the best
fan of the watermelon ones. Yeah.
Oh, do you like my desk thing that I did?
He must.
Because
push it over.
Your orchid's kind of dying, but like I got a Lego one that will live forever.
We talked about that already. They're not like
they go dormant.
Flowering. Yeah.
But like this thing I really liked when I put together because the center of the orchids. Little pink frogs.
That looks like a snail to me.
Nope, it's a little pink frog.
Oh, I can kind of see how it's a frog. It looks more like a
frog.
Snail. It's a little slightly underdeveloped Bulbasaur.
Yeah, that's true.
What it is.
That's what it is. But like all of the center of the flowers are little tiny pink frogs.
Hey, baby.
But I'm like, this is actually a really cool Lego set because it's a fucking orchid, which is my favorite flower. So
yeah, mine has stopped flowering. It's going into its dormant stage. So.
This one's still flowering, as you can see. It looks majestic, very realistic. Oh yes, Oliver.
Just taking the quickest path wherever he's going, you know.
That's okay. 90% of the time when he comes to me, I'm just a step.
Yeah.
So. That's all I am to him.
I'm only a step like 30% of the time.
I'm just a step for Oliver's pathing. Just a step.
Both of them staying really nice in frame.
It's all right. Oliver likes to do a chill.
But yeah, blue raspberry is good. I also like the cherry ones, but I don't like grape and I don't like green apple.
Yeah, well, and Lady's here too. Come here, Lady. Come here. Come here. Come here. I know you're okay with being held. She really is. Unlike the other two.
They don't mind when I hold them.
No, Oliver doesn't like it sometimes. It's got to be on his terms.
Yeah.
And Pippin's kind of like, I just want to hide under the bed.
He's warming up. Look at him being in frame and everything.
That's right. But Lady's all about it. She likes to be held. She's very affectionate. She sleeps with me most of the nights. She seems
That's good. I'm glad because she never gets to sleep with me because the boys are with me.
That's right. That's what I'm like, Lady. I'm like, that's all right. The boys get to sleep up with Mom. You can come stay in my room, and she does. She stays there all night.
Good. I'm glad. That makes me happy.
Right there with me. So
she only slept with me one night. So
hey, you all get along now. There's no snowbank, but I swear to God. You guys get along now. I'm tired of your shit.
Oh, Pippi doing a stock.
That's right. That's okay. They get along mostly. Hey!
He's all the way over here. Stop.
Shut your mouth.
Don't worry about it.
She gets real uppity it's fair. She gets attacked by Oliver for no reason a lot. But the second Oliver tries anything, she baps him and then it's over. Because
she kind of starts it. She starts it with this attitude a lot, though.
She does. And she was rude to Pippi the other day, and I had to be like, "No, you can't do that. It's 2 a.m." I'm like, Pippi is a saint. He's the most innocent boy. You can't do that. And she's just rude to him. He is the best boy. He doesn't raise his voice. He doesn't do anything bad. He doesn't knock shit over. He doesn't scratch up the furniture. He's the bestest boy, right? With 8% chicken DNA. Which explains those haunches. Like I said, he's got them chicken haunches. And his back legs that are obscenely long for the rest of his body.
Do you like peach rings?
The artificial peach candy rings, I do actually like those
I do actually
a lot.
kind of like them, yeah. There's something about that taste.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it definitely doesn't taste like a real peach, but it's one of those things that the artificial flavor
is pretty close.
Well, no, I wasn't even going to say it's pretty close. Like, the artificial flavor is still good, and I recognize the artificial flavor for what it is. It's kind of like banana. Mm-hmm. Like, artificial banana doesn't taste
good.
like banana, but it's still good.
Yeah.
It's still good. I still like a good artificial banana.
It's not even remotely close to a banana, though.
Yeah. But it's still good.
It is good. I will agree. Like banana Laffy Taffy, something about it.
Yeah.
It's just
good sometimes.
It's not a banana, though.
No, but it's good.
It is good. I will agree. These people better buy some helmets. Those are all the helmets that are for sale. One of these weekends, I have to do a stream, and I'm asking just $20 at least for each of them.
Oh, that's pretty cheap.
Yep. And I thought that it would be good for you to be like, pick one up and be like, what do you think the value of this is? Because some of them are only worth $20. Some of them are worth vastly more than that.
I would not get a single one right. I would guess.
You don't need to.
Vastly incorrectly.
If you had to guess what a fair price would be.
What got you started in collecting?
What got me started in collecting? Okay, so those of you who don't know, I don't have it anymore. But because my head is actually very square. Very, very square. It actually is. It's really square. It's very flat on top. If I didn't have any hair, my head is very flat on top, and it's very flat on the sides and on the back.
And he's got really nice sharp edges where the hair is.
That's fair.
You can see that's how they like figure out where to do the high and tight.
Pretty much. It's very easy to follow the lines.
It's where the edges are on the square. So.
Yeah. And so I, for the life of me, when I was learning how to ride a bike by myself, because my parents weren't there, I had to just figure that shit out. My dad was like, "Here you go," and he slapped like a Vietnam era M1 steel helmet on me, and he's like, "All right, you can just go fucking bang your head into whatever now and do whatever you want."
Do you have one of those?
An M1 helmet? I have one, but not right here. I'll go grab it.
No, that's okay. You don't have to. I was just wondering if you had it right here.
No, I actually might. I might actually have it right there. Let's go look. I might actually, but if not, it's right on top.
Right on top for narrative purposes.
No, those are close enough. I got one right here.
Okay.
This is actually exactly it. This is a Vietnam era. Straight. All right. It's a Vietnam era M1 helmet. You can tell by the cover because it's the Vietnam cover.
This is exactly it. Exactly the one Devin's dad slapped on his head.
And he's like,
ride a bike.
Yep, go learn to ride a bike by yourself.
When you were
5 or 6.
5 or 6. Yeah.
And so that's what he slapped on me. And I have the shell. I wore the thing until the liner, which the liner is this kind of shell part, this kind of fabric-y part. It just comes right out. It's a 2-piece helmet.
Oh.
So the liner is like a construction helmet by itself. It's basically a fiberglass liner. And then the shell is steel. Reversible cover. Yep. It's original Vietnam cover, so they're kind of pricey actually.
Yeah, it smells like it.
So that's an original. I think it was a World War II liner that was retrofitted to be Vietnam.
It's probably a medium, so it's gonna be too big for me.
So Americans wore that until that was a standard helmet till almost 1990.
Yeah. It's too big. You can't tell, but this lining, it goes over my eyebrows.
Well, the problem is that helmet is actually one size fits all. You just have to adjust it to fit your head. It is one size fits all.
Yeah, because it does have the little this guy in there, whatever you call him.
You can adjust the height and the circumference of the sweatband.
But if I do, it's going to be huge when I do that, because I've done that before with suspension systems, and they end up they look ridiculous because they sit so high up, because to get this normal, it's going to be sitting up here basically, and it looks silly. But from 1992 till about 1986, that was the standard helmet. 1942 to 1986, that was about the standard. Was this, and I got one of those. My dad slapped one of those on me, and I had dented it and hammered out the dents multiple times. It's been repainted, every single color of the rainbow, and everything else, and I still have the shell.
the liner eventually like disintegrated.
Mm-hmm.
I had worn it so much, it had gotten wet and everything so much, it just fell apart. But I still have the shell of my very first ever helmet from collecting, and now it's just a change dish that I throw.
And this one is not for sale.
This one's not for sale.
This one's not for sale.
Because this one's very pricey.
However, there is a little bit of, it is a Vietnam M1. You are getting some interest on how to bid on helmets, which I don't know if you were doing a formal bidder auction, but if you want to talk about selling some of these helmets.
What's going to happen is I did a stream still about all of the helmets that I have for sale. There's a whole ass stack of them right off screen. I'm just going to put my like PayPal here, and then one day we're going to plan like a Saturday where we don't work, which is not this coming weekend, but the weekend after that. Like a Saturday, sometime in the evening, to host a stream where whoever wants to bid the most, you can just PayPal me whatever. I'll guess what the shipping is, okay? And then you can PayPal me that, and I will send it right off to you. You put your address in the PayPal message. I'll get a bunch of USPS boxes, and we'll send them right off to you because I have a whole bunch to sell, and that'll be good to get stuff to plant in the garden and whatnot and yada yada. I'm not desperate for money or anything, but I don't need this many. They're not from countries that I really care about. Collecting wise, like you could probably grab whatever one you feel like is the most interest right there.
Well, that one's easy because it's on the top.
Yep, that one's an Italian World War II paratrooper helmet. They're very rare, actually, and the liner is still in it and intact. So they're pretty rare. $20 is what the bidding's going to start at for all of them. So you potentially could get a helmet for $20. There's some very, very rare in North America expensive helmets in this list. There's some that are basically only worth $20. So... but we'll host a stream. That's actually kind of rare because that's a Mark I Slovenian T91 helmet in unissued condition. But they're all going to start at $20, and who's ever willing to pay the most in like a live auction, I'll write my PayPal down right here, my email.
Yeah.
For PayPal.
I mean, the other thing, if we didn't want to do it all live, we maybe could have like a pre-auction.
I did the pre-auction already.
Oh, okay.
Yep, where they're all listed.
Yeah.
So
we could do something, but
nope, no cooking stream yet. We're gonna do that eventually. There will be a cooking with Paige stream.
I guess so. So if you guys have any, I guess, things that you want to see, I don't know. It's hard because like I don't know. Like I do cook a lot, but I guess I don't know what people would
Stroganoff.
Want to see. So I mean, it's so easy and I bake a lot. Whatever. There's just whatever. I don't know. I'd be open to some ideas if there's anything that people want to see. Otherwise, maybe I'll just pick something and we can do it that way. But
my number one
stream, cooking stream yet
was
the steak one, right?
Yep, the filet mignon and the garlic thyme mashed potatoes with the red wine garlic mushrooms.
Yeah.
One's the number one stream by a lot, actually.
Yeah. And the thing like we were just talking about earlier, because I'm gonna maybe tomorrow is like I've got a spicy chicken noodle soup that I've been meaning to put together. The thing is that like a lot of it is like part of it is just like from a base. Like I use it from like a dry base, like not obviously like canned soup or anything, but from like powdered soup. And I just like add a bunch of shit to it and it's like really good. So because I did it already, just like a little bit different. So I'm just like modifying it again, but it's one of the best ways to like cook if you're not like super comfortable with cooking. Like a lot of more difficult things like from scratch is just kind of finding a base and then knowing like what you can add to it or what you can do different. So like one of the things that I do different for that for like a dried soup, because obviously generally you add water. Instead of adding water, I have like it's a poblano chicken broth. So I'm doing that instead. Otherwise, just like a chicken broth would work really well, or like a vegetable broth if you want to go that route as well. But that's like a really easy way to add a lot of flavor into something instead of using water, which is also like a pro tip for like rice or cooking almost anything that uses water that you don't drain the water. Is using a chicken broth, a beef broth, bone broth, vegetable broth, like that sort of thing. It adds so much flavor
without adding too much. It doesn't make it like overly salty or overwhelming.
No.
You could also get unsalted chicken broth and stuff.
Yeah, you can get unsalted, low sodium, but it's also just like it's easy. It's not harder than using water to use broth, you know. It's just it's different and you have to have it, but it's super easy and it really makes stuff a whole lot better than you would think. Or also I'll use like bouillon cubes as well. So
there's Lady in the back. You can see how fluffy she is. Look at her. Look at how
Italian airborne helmets. And how much is this Italian airborne helmet on eBay?
It's not on eBay. It's gonna be because here's the thing: if I put it on eBay takes about $40 in seller fees and taxes and everything now. That's before shipping and all that, which just makes me lose money if you guys aren't willing to bid high on it. I'm giving you a deal because I just want to get rid of these. They're starting at $20. You can PayPal me. I'll have my PayPal. Piece of tape right here. Taped to my industrial sewing machine. Right here. Whoever bids the most, put your address on it. Send me the money. I will put it into a box on the stream. And then after the stream ends, I'll bring them to the post office the next day. And they will go right out in the mail. So, well, I stopped selling on eBay after they started, because unless you're an eBay partner, which means you're a large corporation or a business, you don't make money really. Because every time you have to relist an item or sell anything, you're basically losing. Every time you relist an item, you lose $30 right there. So if an item doesn't sell or nobody bids on it, you pay $30 every 5 days to relist it.
Oof.
Yep. And then you pay taxes on that transaction. And if it does sell, you have to pay for the shipping fee, the eBay shipping fee, because they print you the label. You have to pay for the taxes on the sale and all that other stuff, and then the listing charge and everything. So it's like $50 to sell an item. So yeah, so like I'm doing this just on stream via PayPal to save you guys money. That's all it is. I just want to get rid of them. All right. That's all it is. Everything's going to be sold as is. So if you try to retract your PayPal payment after I send the item out, it's not going to work. I'm going to argue it immediately because it's obviously going to be documented. I'm going to be like, PayPal, you can watch the stream. Here it is. I will be announcing it on stream. You know, not any like first names or last names or anything, but blah, 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 blah. Transaction IDs and all that other stuff on stream to be like, well, this person can't retract it. Here's the proof of them paying for it right here. So if you try to retract it, then PayPal just freezes your fucking account and you never get to use PayPal again, which sucks.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm not stupid because I've had people do that before. But like they're all going to be starting at $20 and whatever people are willing to pay to go out from there, plus whatever it would cost to ship to their place, which I'm just going to guesstimate. International shipping, obviously you can't bid on any of the composite ones. Kevlar ones and stuff like that, those are restricted by ITAR, which is International Trade and Regulations. Those are considered modern body armor. You can't ship those. Steel ones can go anywhere in the world. Kevlar ones can only go to Canada, Mexico, or the contiguous United States.
Yeah, which we can probably, you can probably announce on that stream.
Yep.
Like, this is what this is. I can only ship it to these countries, or this is what this is. I can't ship it international.
I'll ship it wherever. They have to be aware of their local laws. Right. I'll ship it because the stream will make me indefinable of whatever. Okay. So,
but we can make it at least a little easy for you if like he knows, because he knows a lot of these things off the top of his head. You can just say it. So
I'll make it very well aware. But $20. Some of these helmets are worth like $400-500. They're not going to get anywhere near that amount probably, but they're all going to start at $20. You guys can all bid. So, and you're probably going to get a deal no matter what on them. So you got to put some rum in that. There you go. And there you go. So I don't know how many are there, but there's actually quite a lot of them. They're all in basically new unissued condition because I really don't buy helmets unless they're in a wearable size or new and unissued condition. So, yeah.
Shipping from the Great Satan. Devin hasn't lived in Canada for a good number of years now.
I haven't, no, not since 2016.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna guess almost 10 years, and yeah, it's been about
that. It's been a while. Because I met you, 2017? No, it would have been 2016.
16, the fall of 16.
So yeah, it's so it's all going to be shipping from the United States. So United States to United States is going to be the cheapest shipping.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be flat rate, which is usually $10 to $20. So there is World War II stuff. There's quite a few World War II things. There's a couple interwar things for sale from between World War I and World War II. So some pretty rare shit. Like I have a Danish helmet, a Danish M23 for sale. Some other shit. They're pretty rare.
Yeah.
So
are we pretty much set 2 Saturdays from now?
We can do that. We can. Okay. That can just be the plan.
Just like for people to know. I don't know. Probably that tends to be what works best for most people. Like I understand some people work weekends and work nights, but generally most people don't work on the weekends, and generally most people don't work nights. So.
Yep, I'm planning like Saturday night.
Yeah.
I think Saturday night will be a good stream, maybe like 6-7 p.m. because it's after dinner. You know, most people or whatever. So save your money. That gives you time. Gives you time to save your money to bid on stuff. It'll all be cool. If you want like an autograph or something in there as well, I'll throw it in. You know.
Ryan thought you've been in Canada. No.
A lot of people have thought I've been in Canada for a long time.
Yeah, he's been in the US since about 2016.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so I got a bunch of helmets. There's a British Mark 6 there. There's an Italian M4260, a Danish M23, a Romanian 7380, a Swedish M3765, a Danish M96, Croatian BK600, which is like a Schuberth helmet, a German Schuberth with a Pasget liner. So if you want a German Schuberth helmet that you can replace the liner in, that's your one chance to do it. They got a bunch of neat stuff. So a Swedish M1821, which is Sweden's rarest helmet. So it's their first helmet, actually.
Yeah, we can do. Yeah, he'll make sure to call it helmet stream or helmet auction. Yep. Something. Keep helmet in the title. Try to make it obvious.
It will be the helmet auction stream. We're planning for not this coming Saturday, but the Saturday after. That's the plan.
Which is indeed the 13th. So Saturday the 13th.
Yep. I already announced that last stream. Yeah.
Well, they're asking, so we can just clarify.
We can reiterate.
You don't have to be passive aggressive. It's okay. In case they weren't there, which is
a lot of them weren't. I'm just saying. Yeah, we can reiterate. That's fine.
Yeah, and Central Time. Yes, we're Central, so we'll say 6-7 Central, or about in that time.
Yep.
So that could be the plan.
Willow, you behave. They're playing by themselves. You're fucking laying up on the ledge.
Wait, no, not the 13th. We're thinking the 6th, because not this Saturday, but next Saturday, because we work this Saturday, so next Saturday. So not the 13th, the 6th.
Yeah, I already said it last stream.
Okay, well.
The correct date, because I actually pulled up the calendar and looked.
Well, that's fine, but to clarify for these people, we don't want to tell them the wrong date, so.
Fair.
I pulled up a calendar. Okay, so not the 13th, but the 6th.
That's
Two Saturdays. Two Saturdays. We have this Saturday, the 29th, and next Saturday, the 6th. So.
The 6th of May.
The 6th of May is what we're looking at, not the 13th.
6th of May is the stream.
So, good thing I pulled up a calendar.
Yep, so bring your money. I would probably recommend if you could somehow put $100 away, that's a safe amount to bid on quite a few things. So $100 in today's day and age isn't too hard to come by. So I will probably put something in Monday, the week of, saying that there will be an upcoming stream. I will schedule it so that way you guys can see it. It'll give you time to get ready. But yeah, I would start saving some money now if you want to bid on anything. Like I said, they're all in pretty much brand new on issue condition. I actually have a whole bag in that closet of helmet covers. If there is a cover that goes with the helmet, you get that for free. Some of these helmets will be coming with actually like 5 or 6 covers. So you get all of the brand new unissued covers for free with the helmet. So if it has a cover. Other than that, if it doesn't, it won't come with one. You'll have to figure that out yourself. So
also real quick, hello Alice and woo back at you.
Ooh. That's right. She asked me to do that before on stream. That's right. The garage sale stream. It's not the garage sale. There's actually still an assload of helmets in here. You can ask Paige.
There's a lot of helmets.
There's like 30 in my room, and there's how many in this room? 3, 6, 9, 12.
9.
Like 25 in this room. Okay. If you don't
18.
Include the stack for sale next to you. Yeah.
That looks like just 18 unless there's some hiding in there because they're not all stacks of 3. Some of them are stacks of 2.
No, there should
3
be
of them are stacks of 2.
Yeah. And then there's about 12 here for sale, 12, 13 for sale.
30.
Yeah.
About 30 helmets in here, so.
Bam. Making ramen in a helmet. It's doable. We have a gas stove. That's the thing.
Yeah. Or a fire. We've got a fire pit.
We do have a fire
Either way.
We're going to need to get a longer... I could probably use the iPad because I think my iPad's 4K. I could use that for streaming. How's life? Life's been pretty good. We're going to garden tomorrow. We got a big landscaping project tomorrow we're really excited about. Spent an assload of money on gardening tools today because it turns out gardening tools are fucking expensive.
Yeah.
They really are. I mean, before the liquor store, was it like $360 for 3 gardening tools, a couple bird feeders?
Was it 3 gardening tools or was it 4?
Because we got a shovel, a rake, and the aerator.
And the aerator.
Yeah.
And then plus we got like a seed spreader. And we got a couple bags of seed because we got all that clover seed. Plus we got the fertilizer. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff.
Yeah. It was like $360, and I spent like $90 at the liquor store today. So I spent a lot of money, but it's all stuff we're going to be able to use for a couple of years. I just want to avoid some big purchases for a few weeks.
And I've got a lot of flower seeds. And today we bought a couple bushes. I bought a blackberry bush and a blueberry bush, and I bought 2 trees, a cherry blossom kind of tree, and it's like a plum tree, but like the leaves are purple, so it should be pretty. It should be pretty.
Yep.
Which is what I want. I wanted some flowering stuff and some fun color.
How do I feel about the new IHPS helmet? Okay, so I've held this before. This is the ECH. It's better than the IHPS in like every way. This is my size ECH. Yours, I haven't got yet. Because they're very pricey. Because people are realizing they're better, so they're private purchasing. Damn it, Pippi!
No, don't yell at him.
He's fine. He understands. He knows I'm loud by now. If he hasn't figured that out, that's his fault. But the ECH is much better than the IHPS. It seems to perform better in almost every way. So, as somebody who happens to know a thing or two about helmets by like a lot, as actually one of the world's foremost experts, it's the IHPS kind of blows. Unfortunately. So, and lock bars is going to be on stream. I've been asking lock bars to be on stream for forever. By the way, lock bars, if I ever finally get to save some money for like a month or two, I'm gonna get an International Harvester M1 Grand. It's gonna be my first American gun, my first one ever, and that's actually one of the 3 drill guns the U.S. uses. It's not what we use. It's actually lighter than the M14, not by much, but.
Yeah, I will say just for lock bars, like A, congrats on losing weight. B, totally understand because like you guys have seen me a lot, and like it may or may not be that noticeable, but like I've lost a lot of weight the past couple months. I've been on a lot the past couple months, but yeah, I've lost a good amount of weight. So like I definitely understand, and like it just makes you feel really good like when you start doing it. Yeah, gardening stuff, increasing the home value for sure. Like
a lot.
The house that I bought like was landscaped. It just wasn't. I don't like
shittily.
the landscape.
Yeah.
Like it's got flower beds like around the perimeter of most of the house, but it's like all filled with rocks or rubber mulch, and I don't like that. Like I'm taking all of that out so it's pretty much just straight flowers. Because I don't really like how it's like mostly rocks and then like one flower. So doing some more flowers, getting a couple bushes in, and doing some stuff like that, just so that there's a bit more greenery. Dogwood, I actually the trees we were looking, there were some dogwood trees. I ended up deciding against it, not for any real reason other than just that they're white. I do really love like flowering trees and bushes, just because like I love when you're like walking somewhere and like the smell of like a flowering tree or like a bunch of flowers just like hits you and you just like smell all of those flowers. Like I love that scent. So I kind of want to like be that now that I have a home, is like having some of that. I do actually have a couple maple trees. I have one sugar maple and 2 silver maples. The 2 silver maples are super mature and the sugar maple is actually pretty young, but it's doing okay. It's even grown quite a bit since I moved here. So that's what that is. There are a lot of messages in the chat. Yeah, when Devin gets back, we'll ask him what he feels about buying a helmet and getting into the Discord. Oh, thanks, Lefars. Yeah, I have bought, like, tulips are nice. I've bought a lot of flowers, mostly ones that are supposed to be like more like pollinator friendly. So I'm all about saving the bees. So I want flowers and stuff that are like really good for bees and butterflies and like hummingbirds. So like a couple of mine are like wildflower mixes like with milkweed and stuff. So like in Minnesota especially, we get a lot of like monarch butterflies. And they like feed off of milkweed. So I wanted to make sure that I have some milkweed nearby, because there have been some wild plants that I've seen on like some trails nearby my house. And rather than, uprooting those and potentially stealing those off of like public property, I'll just grow my own. So yeah, I kind of really envy a lot of the guys who like need to gain mass and like don't eat enough. It seems, I don't know. It's different struggles though. It's taken me a lot to get to this point, but I'm just like recognizing different struggles. Some people have to eat a lot more to try to like retain mass, and some people have to eat less to not have as much mass. Devin, we did have one question.
Oh, one question
that maybe is better for you. Okay. Ryan was asking if they buy a helmet, could that get them access to the Discord rather than doing that $1, which I know it's only $1, but do you think that if they do something like purchasing a helmet that you could do sometime in the Discord at least for a while?
Sure, why not? So I can be fair, why not?
That's the answer to that question. Sure, why not? At least for a while.
More than favorable. Well, a lot of it is, the thing is it's all automated. So like it's connected to the Patreon. So the second they withdraw a Patreon denomination, because you can set an amount on Patreon for like how long in time, how much do you want to pay. And after you retract it, Patreon will automatically ban you from Discord. It's connected. So that way I don't have to watch it.
Oh, okay.
That's the thing. But if you're willing to do it, whenever I get the motivation, here's the thing, I can't give you a definite amount of time. It'll be a while though after you join. But if you haven't like decided to join the Patreon after a certain amount of time, eventually after a certain amount of time, I'll clean it out of the people that are in there that haven't paid. Because sometimes there will be things where they end up staying a little bit later, because their credit card was like declined or something. There's ways around it. Sure. And I'll be like, well, you haven't paid, because I get a whole list of who's active and how much they pay. Okay. And then everybody that's not that, I could literally just check a bunch of boxes and be like, all right, you're gone. So, yeah. But I'm more than happy to do that for you. So, why not? Bonus.
He's flexible.
I'm very friendly until you come high on drugs and I have to beat the ever-loving piss out of you, because I will.
Yeah. Losing weight, personally, if that's for me, like, it comes from not being, like, super injured. I got a lot of injuries in, like, the past couple years, and, like, if you are on Discord and you've been following any of that, I had a surgery a few months ago, and that ended up helping things a lot, but just being able to be active again has helped a lot. I generally do eat pretty healthy, though. Like, I stick with a lot of, like, lean meat. I don't eat a lot of junk food. I don't eat a lot of sugar. Like, I keep my sugar intake pretty low. I do still drink, though. I do try to stay a little bit more, like, conscious of what I do drink. I drink a lot less. Like, I'm definitely not an everyday drinker. I was for a while.
Definitely.
And I'm really not anymore.
But
I do have a new job, and now at my new job, like, generally throughout my workday, I generally walk about 5 to 6 miles throughout the day. And then on top of that, depending on what I'm doing, sometimes I do just, like, a lot of, like, moving stuff. Like, I was just telling Devin, I was, like, kind of calculating, like, so I work at a brewery, and one of the things that I end up doing is, like, making batches of, like, syrup for some of the things that we make, because on top of beer, like, we also will make, like, energy drinks and stuff like that as well. So making some of those batches, like, we're throwing bags of, like, citric acid and sodium citrate and, like, a bunch of other, like, boring stuff that is whatever.
Chemicals, yep.
Like, into, like, tanks, and, like, those all come in, like, 50-pound bags, and, like, per batch, you know, you'll have whatever the specific thing I was throwing the other day was on top of all of the partial, like, smaller bags. It was, like, 4 full bags of sodium citrate plus 9 full bags of citric acid, and each of those bags are 50 pounds each. And, you know, I probably threw, I don't know, somewhere between 5 to 8 batches all day. So, you know, moving 13 50-pound bags 6 times in a day, you know, it does a bit for the arms. So I was working that a lot, and that's on top of all of the steps. And I have a hard time sitting still at work too. So it's like I'm going and I'm talking with other departments and doing stuff, and occasionally if they need help, I'm just, you know, doing stuff because they need help and whatever, you know. So it's like
stay active and busy as part of the job.
I keep pretty active. I don't need to. Sometimes I shouldn't help with different departments because it's not like a thing that I want to, like, become a regular thing, but like on days where I can kind of afford it, you know, whatever. So
might as well. It's
mostly just been being more active. I do still, like, work out. I stay very active. I do continue going to the gym. I like to lift. I like to run. I don't like to run. I do run, and I like to lift. So I stay really active. I stay pretty healthy. It's, you know, it's whatever. I can't say a lot more than that, even though that was a lot. So
I got to be better than that. The last thing that I did for active was I fought a fully naked dude who just kept screaming the whole time that we needed to cover. That was my activity for the night.
I will say, as far as Discord, like, I never did a whole lot of Discord before joining Devin's Discord channel, and now
there's a lot of that goes on.
Yeah, there's a lot of sub channels on his, so
there's something for everybody.
I probably check it daily, at least. It kind of depends. Like, some days are more active than others, but yeah, I mean, I probably check it daily. So
it sucks because I work nights, so I'm not awake until, like, the afternoon.
Yeah.
Some days, you know, motivated anyways to do anything until the afternoon. Some days I'm up before that, but I'm doing shit, so I'm not gonna look at my phone.
A few of the sub channels are not as busy as others, and, like,
there's a couple that probably don't need to be there that I've actually been thinking about getting rid of.
We can get rid of some of them, I think.
Because, like, we don't need the relationships one, we don't need the transportation one. We
don't.
I mean, there was like 5, 6 that were fine.
Yeah.
And then
even admins, life hacks is kind of stupid. Travel is okay, but kind of meh.
Yeah, travel's kind of, if you're going somewhere.
Honestly, kind of the last, like, 4 that have been added, I don't think are really.
That's true. That they weren't added by me either.
I know. I'm aware they were Well, they were all added by the same person. So.
Yeah. Because like travel picks, life hacks, relationship experience, and vehicle discussion / transportation, those last 4 can all go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But like we got like the general chat, which is whatever. We got guns and ammo, alcohol, food and tobacco, helmets, camo, and uniforms, questions, the buy sell trade channel, geopolitics, cat pictures, which is an essential for the internet.
That was for me. That was added specifically for me.
Yep.
Yes.
Memes and spam.
That was added for me. Memes and spam is okay because it helps like with all of the shit that came into general.
Yep. So then we got music and film, and then games, computers, and technology.
I am okay with all of those up until that point. Yeah.
Yeah. Everything after that's kind of unnecessary. I might eventually get rid of all that stuff. So. Hey.
But yeah, like Lockbar said, just being active helps a lot. Like if that's something you're concerned about, like just being able to be active, absolutely. Because I like when I had my surgery a while ago, it was very much like don't do shit. Like they didn't want me lifting anything. I wasn't really supposed to walk. It was like literally they were like, no exercise.
Mm-hmm.
And I was I couldn't really do much, so it's not like they really had to tell me twice not to do much. And I wasn't doing much before that point.
Well, awfully you like feel like shit, so like you don't want to do anything anyways.
Yeah, I wasn't doing much before then, so it's not like it was a big change to not do much. But yeah, not doing much for that definitely starts to take a toll. But yeah, absolutely. Like just being able to like be as active as you want to be will help, and then being more active helps a lot. And yeah, for sure, if you don't do physical activity for quite a while, like you gain weight. But
shedding pounds is real easy though if you gain a bunch of weight. Just starting something sheds pounds real quick.
No, I was gonna say if you don't do a whole lot and then you get back into it, he was saying he gets tendinitis. I kind of understand. I got tendinitis really, really bad when I was at basic training, which was very inconvenient. So inconvenient. Because like if you've never been, like one of the things that you have to do is like making your bed in a specific way every morning.
Yes, and you need to do it better.
No, I never got my bed flipped. Bed. No,
your bed upstairs looks like shit.
No, it's not good, but I don't care. I'm not doing hospital corners on my bed every single day.
No, you need to do better.
I don't. But I always had an awesome bed at basic training. My bed never got flipped a single time. And like I did those hospital corners really well, but after I got my tendinitis really bad, the thing that I was really thankful for was the fact that all of the beds where I was were bunk beds, because I couldn't get myself back up. Like I couldn't stand up because I got tendinitis above and below my knees so badly. I couldn't stand back up. So I actually had to like grab the bunk bed and pull myself up every single time to take the pressure off of my muscles, above and below my knee, because I had tendinitis so bad in my legs just the whole way. But yeah, making my bed was super painful. Yep. So I get that. And then like trying to do squats and trying to run and like trying to do all this other stuff.
They didn't restrict you to like a lower or anything like that,
They did eventually, but the thing that was really fun about that is if you go to sit call, if you ever have more than one issue at sit call, they only treat you for the most severe. And since my hip issues were more severe than the tendinitis,
they did that first.
It was always hips first. So
man, I wish.
But no, I totally understand. Tendinitis is awful. I mostly got it in my legs, but I did develop a little bit of it in my arms. Most of that I was able to stretch out pretty decent, but it was, you use your legs a lot more, I think, in daily life than your arms. So like it definitely affected me a lot more having that in my legs.
That sucks.
Funny thing, smaller batch energy drinks, not too small batch. Where I work is actually where it's actually where Monster started. We were the first brewery to accept Monster, which is part of why they've kept us this long. But we also do like Celsius is a pretty big one if you're into it. So we do a lot of Monster, we do Celsius, we do a lot of other stuff, but we do make it like by the batch versus doing any sort of like automated stuff. We do have a different plant like on our premises that does it more like automated. But yeah, I don't know, it's kind of cool. It's a really interesting sort of thing that we do, but yeah, and yeah, obviously walking several miles a day is where I can't not with my job though. Yep. Just like with what I have to do, I have to like walk across the plant all the time. So like even if I wasn't, getting extra steps in, and if I was only like doing what I had to, I would still, even on my slow days, I still get at least 4 miles in. So
shit, I wish my slow days are like 17 miles.
Yeah. Yeah, I will say all of his, like, he is a really good part of the Discord,
really cool.
But he has added a lot of unnecessary channels.
If you, here's the thing though, Altman has added some kind of unnecessary channels to the Discord, but like that man's voice. I don't know if you've ever heard Altman's voice.
I'm not sure if I have.
Oh my god, Altman has like.
Isn't it really deep or no?
Oh, it is. Amazingly,
maybe I have heard, because I feel like he's posted 1 or 2 things, because
it's so perfect. Altman has such a pleasant to listen to. He has a YouTube channel. He has such a pleasant to listen to voice. I don't know what it is.
But I'm sorry, Alv, he's been listening. Yeah, your last couple channels a little unnecessary. We might just cut them because like they're pretty dead though.
But like your voice though.
It's a good. Yeah. It was like when Joe posted a couple of those videos, and like I was listening to him, and I was like, I could listen to this man. Like I could listen to him talk about stuff for like a while. Like I'd be happy.
Yeah, you have such a good voice. Not gonna lie, like I did a thing for like I should do one because I haven't done one in a while for like the Patreon members, the Discord people, where I host a voice channel where it's just like me and everyone else, and we all talk about shit and everything like that. And I just remember Alvin playing the guitar and talking about shit in his voice. I was like, God, this man in his voice,
Yeah, who is she?
So. But because Alvin has like such a great voice. But
it's Jake Brown.
It is Jake Brown.
Also, I was gonna say. Yes, we are on, and we are in the new house. It's my house. I've actually had it since September, but Devin's just moving in now.
Since Tuesday.
Yeah.
Been here since Tuesday last week, and I've already done a bunch of stuff.
And it's been good. I'm very happy. So.
I do stuff. I'm very motivated to do stuff. I can't relax until all my chores are done, which is just something I grew up with. Like time is of the essence when I grew up because winter is 3/4 of the year. Yeah, winter's 3/4 of the year. So like when it's like tolerable to do shit, you're doing shit. You're doing shit till you can't do shit. There's shit to do until you can't. And you do shit until you can't. So I've asked you every day since I've been here. Do you have any chores for me to do?
He has. He's asked me every day if I have any chores for him to do.
And I do chores, and then I relax after that. So.
Do you have any main countries that you collect for?
Canada. Finland and Austria.
Canada, Finland, Austria.
Yep. Switzerland. Those are the places I have like family ties to. After that, it's obviously America because I'm an American now. I have a lot of American stuff because it's the easiest to get living in America as an American now. But after that, there's a lot of stuff that I just don't need that I'm getting rid of. So from countries that aren't that. But like Kevin's all the way over in the other room. You can't see him yet. We'll have to do a stream like on the iPad or on the phone one day. Maybe
no more depressed hotel room, Devin.
Nope, there was a couple streams where I did depressed hotel rooms back working.
Oh yeah, back in Wilmer, yeah.
Yep, where I was like, I'm living in the Holiday Inn in Wilmer.
Which is so funny because before he was there, I was actually staying there for about 6 weeks in the same hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also depressed, but
I lived there 5 days a week for about 4 months.
Yeah. For me just 6 weeks straight, but
Yeah.
Yeah, there is always a lot to do when you have a house. It helps when none of the people in your house are I don't know, like actively making messes and just like being shitty and like not realizing like how messy they are. And this way we can actually get like some actual like house stuff done versus like just needing to like clean up messes that are always just like popping out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, Harold the houseplant is coming because there's Kevin and Harold. Harold can't go away because he exists.
Yeah.
Harold's
Don't worry.
Gotta be here.
How's Henry? Who's Henry?
What do you mean?
Stonewall says, "How's Henry? Who's Henry?"
What do you mean, Henry?
I don't know. Who's Henry?
Henry? No, there's only Harold, the houseplant,
okay,
and Kevin, the mannequin.
Maybe he thought Harold.
Yeah, Harold's the houseplant. He's a ficus.
You don't have to tell me this. I'm reading from the chat.
Yeah.
Someone said, "How's Henry?" So I'm asking who Henry is. I don't know who Henry
Harold.
is.
Harold is the houseplant. Yeah. Harold's actually older than I am. He's like 10 years older than I am. He's made in 1984.
Devin hasn't been in the depressed hotel room for like quite a while though.
No, not a while. Now I work for the depressed Stearns County government.
Yeah. Also, if you think Oliver got chunky, he's always kind of been this big.
He's been this big. Yeah.
This is how big he is. He's a big kitty cat.
All your cats are big.
Yeah, that's true. So.
Yeah, Kevin's doing good. Kevin's all moved in. I gotta tighten.
Oh, Kevin Harold. Okay,
yeah.
I see.
I gotta tighten his arbor nut so he doesn't eventually like slide down his support beam.
Yeah.
But
Oliver loves a good snuggle.
He does. He's a big fan of the ear scratches. That buddy boy.
What website you selling stuff? It's just gonna be like on.
It's gonna be YouTube on a stream.
Yeah, it's gonna be here, and then it's just gonna be like through PayPal.
Yep. So we're just gonna do it, so I don't have to pay any fees.
Yeah, or whatever. So.
Close. Are you gonna have some almonds?
He's not gonna like that. Oliver historically does not like spicy, so
that's weird because he eats just about any people food you could possibly eat because he
does like the pepperonis. He doesn't like spicy. When it starts to get like real spicy though, he doesn't like it. He doesn't like sriracha.
No, he likes a spicy pepperoni though. He does like a spicy pepperoni. I will give him that.
Saturday the 6th.
Yep, Saturday the 6th.
At like 6 or 7 p.m.
The last stream before this one.
And also earlier on this stream.
Has a list of everything for sale. The stream before this one.
Okay. Yeah, stream before this one has everything.
The Discord also has.
Also the Discord. It's like one tiny little message in the helmet's camo uniform.
It's also posted on the YouTube messages. Like there's a.
Yeah, I was gonna say that message is fucking buried by now. So
there it is, right there.
Yeah.
Do you want to read what's for sale?
A Swedish 1918/21, Swedish M37/65, Hungarian M70, Slovenian T91, Slovenian BK600, Danish M23/60 or 46. Sorry, I'm dyslexic. Danish 39, Danish M96, Romanian 73/80, British MK6, Italian M42 Para, Italian Sept 2, and a Portuguese M40/60.
Those are all for sale.
Auction for Devin Saucy Photos is next week. That's also true, yeah.
I did have...
Jake Brown does buy all of them.
That's
true, spoiler alert.
There's actually people that every time I shave the mustache, they want to buy...
The mustache.
Because it's borderline epic. I grow for my age, an incredibly impressive mustache in an incredibly short amount of time. And...
Yeah. Pro tip, don't challenge him to a mustache growing competition.
I've won every time.
Yeah, so. You will lose.
3 weeks. I tell people a month. I'm like, a month is a reasonable time to grow a mustache. And by like a week in, they're like, well, I lost. So, because it's like, I got in trouble the other day because I didn't shave for like 2 days for work. And Sergeant Olson was like, you need to shave. And
no, that's not even a rule.
I'm like, it's been 2 days. No, it actually is a rule because I am not supposed to tell you, but because I'm supposed to be kind of sort of looking for another job where I'm not as violent and exposed to as much terrible stuff. But after Hoyt's death, they opened up the sort team position, and Jeffers tried out for it, and I also tried for it out at the same time, and we both got approved. So the next time one becomes available, it's me. So, Because I'm good at fighting other human beings really well, and I kind of get a lot of enjoyment out of it. It's like, okay, hi guy who just threatened to do a backflip off the toilet. I hope you like having 800 pounds of dude hit you because you made a fucking stupid decision. So.
If you think Devin doesn't have a sexy calendar with helmets and mess kits yet,
oh my god,
you're missing out.
So that whole container that I need to put that I need to sort is actually all mess kits and canteens, and I mean it. Like it's literally packed to the brim, almost can't close it, with mess kits and canteens that are just going to go into the crawl space.
You just need to find his OnlyFans.
There's an OnlyFans. Here's the thing.
It's secret. You're not going to find this on the Discord. You won't find it on YouTube. You have to find it on your own.
I forgot to update people because one person found it. And then now there's actually a second person that has found the not the Discord.
A second person has found the OnlyFans. Okay. Yeah.
So, what are you two doing?
You're playing. It's fine.
Okay, I'm just checking.
Devin tried to get me to join, but I think I would ruin his aesthetic if I joined his OnlyFans. So
no, I just said you should be on the OnlyFans. You don't need to join it. You just be on it.
Yeah, the quest continues.
That's right. 2 people have found it now, so. You don't have the only driver's license photo. I covered up all the information and sewed it on multiple streams. Back when I had my full handlebar mustache. My Kaiser Wilhelm.
I think Devin won't say who found it just so that nobody bothers him about it.
That's fair. There's 2 people that have found it, and they're very regulars in the Discord. So.
But at least to my knowledge, he's never disclosed who. So
I have never disclosed who. They know who they are because everyone that finds it and they say their YouTube username, they get a free lifetime thing to it. Yeah, that's the thing. So there's incentive to find it. So. All right, lock bars.
Good night.
Take it easy, sir. You make sure you tell the wife and the kids and everybody I said hello. It's not Alice.
Interesting. Okay.
It's not Alice. One of them is like, okay, well, I kind of guessed, yeah. The other one is like, never would have had a chance in the world of them figuring out who it is. So.
Yeah.
One of them was like, oh, yeah, well, no shit. But. Nope, it's not Tom.
That's what I was going to say, too. I was like, wouldn't it be funny if Tom was one of them? Tom is just a regular follower in your OnlyFans.
Tom's such a good guy, though.
He is. No, he is. So.
I can't say who it is, but it's not. Can't say who it is. That would be funny though if it was Tom. I would agree.
Yeah.
I'd probably like, well, do you want the lifetime thing? And he'd be like, no. Yeah. That's how that would go.
Mike B.
It's not Mike B.
Could you imagine?
It's not Mike B. Mike B is so aggressively vanilla.
I know. That's why it would be funny.
I don't think he could possibly potentially even comprehend OnlyFans. He's so aggressively vanilla. True. So, but Paige doesn't even know what my OnlyFans is.
I don't even have an OnlyFans. No, yeah.
You don't need an OnlyFans to see it though.
That's how much I don't have an OnlyFans. I didn't even know you didn't need to have an account to see stuff.
I have OnlyFans. It makes $42 a month.
Yeah,
actually.
That's
my Discord only makes like 48. I think.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
I have been propositioned to start a cam girl thing, but I don't want to talk about it a whole bunch because I don't want.
Dude, I said if you guys did enough super chats, because Paige agreed she would be on it if you did enough super chats.
I don't know that I agreed.
You did. I could actually roll back the video,
roll the tape,
and find where you agreed to.
Things have changed.
To be on my OnlyFans for I think it was
so long ago.
$600 in super chats. in a month, which we've got nowhere close.
Exactly. Yeah, we haven't even gotten close.
We've got to like 120 was like the best amount. But like somebody that has a fuck ton of money is going to be like $600. When's it going to happen? You know,
aggressively vanilla. LOL.
Aggressively vanilla. We're talking like artificial vanilla you buy for like $4.
Yeah, like imitation vanilla flavoring, not even vanilla extract.
That's right. We're talking like you can't have sex without a crucifix in the room type of vanilla. Yeah.
Just face pieces away.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. So that's about how aggressively vanilla it is. Notice how he didn't say it wasn't Kong. It wasn't Kong. That's the thing. And Kong has actually stayed with me for a week. I knew that because he threw a gun case through my wall. And I had to fix it.
I was suspicious when he didn't say that. I don't know who the two people are.
It's not.
To be clear.
Nobody will know.
To be clear, I have no idea who it is.
That's right.
I don't know. Just Devin knows. I have no idea. So.
He owns more guns. He does own a lot of guns. He owns more guns than I do. To be fair, I don't have all my guns moved in yet, but there's a good amount of guns.
Yeah.
There's like 20.
It's okay. I'm used to that. You've seen my dad's gun safes, plural.
That's fair. The one gun that is like the one gun that is like out and ready to go is actually a formerly why can't I think of the city name? It's Faribault Police Department.
Faribault?
Yeah, whatever you want to call it.
It's Faribault.
I've heard it both ways.
Yeah, well, the right way is Faribault.
Police Department, Remington 870 Wingmaster Magnum shotgun with the riot barrel on it. So,
yeah, how do people even find it? The OnlyFans?
You gotta just guess. You gotta figure it out.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
I don't fucking know. I don't have OnlyFans. I don't look. I don't know.
Because there's like the free like samples that you get to see when you go to somebody's channel.
Looking on OnlyFans, I don't know.
There is a couple distinguishing factors. You never see my face in any of them. That's the thing. So you have to be able to tell that it's me from other distinguishing characteristics.
That's right, because he doesn't use his face.
I don't use my face.
And that's the thing where it might be harder to know if you've seen him or not, because he doesn't use his face.
I will tell you this, all right, just because I've been working. The one person that found me is because of this. Right here. One of the two found me because of this.
He never takes that thing off.
I've had this thing on for like 5 years. I haven't taken it off. And one person found me because of this and because of like how my arm muscular.
I would have assumed because of like the bed and or background.
Oh no, because a lot of them don't take place at my place. Yeah, because that's a big thing that they actually recommend is you don't do it where you currently live. So
yeah, I'm getting a backdrop, so
yeah. Nope, a lot of it is because of this piece of jewelry that I wear, which is just $90 of sterling silver. Yeah,
just a plain silver band.
Yep, that's enough for people to figure it out. The first person that found me was able to distinguish it because of just this and because of my muscular, which...
His lady arms, because my forearms are more muscular than his.
I mean, if you want to fight right now to see who's better...
We can't really test forearms because like an arm wrestle, that's bicep, man.
No, I'm saying like a fight.
Oh.
Like if you want to like fight right now, we can see who's better.
How'd the other person find you?
The other person found me by like almost random fucking chance accident. Like they just asked like 50 people that day and they were like, are you so-and-so? And I was like, fuck.
Wow.
Yep. So.
Impressive.
That's about how it was. So. Just bribe Kong. It's not Kong though, so he doesn't know.
You can bribe him anyway. He'll just take your money though.
Yeah, that's right. Kong will take your money. He's fair. So he's making that government money kind of like I am.
Yeah.
My porcelain skin tone, I'm actually tanner than you now. Look at that, because you were tanner than me for a while, but
yeah, and now I've been out of the sun.
Yep.
You gotta go the under part.
Oh.
Yeah.
Still tanner.
Yeah, it's kind of close. I think it's mostly
I'm just
the lighting,
kind of veinier and kind of sinewy, but
Yeah.
I don't eat, so that makes sense that I'm kind of veinier and more sinewy than you are.
See, I got all that muscle definition.
It's fair.
Great.
You can't see my muscle definition, my biceps.
You can't
but
really in this
it's there.
light, but
Yeah, it's definitely there. My porcelain skin tone. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that you compared me to toilets.
Yeah. I got porcelain and bleached porcelain over here, so.
I always tell people it's like I'm very white because I gotta have my natural snow camouflage because of polar bears.
It's hard with all the hair.
I'm very hairy.
It's pretty close, yeah.
It doesn't. The hair doesn't show up on camera though.
My veins pop out a little bit more though. Actually, you can see that on camera.
Yeah, but like I'm so historically from the Arctic, my veins are so deep to
look at that.
Keep insulation. So yeah,
it's fun stuff.
But like, yeah, my veins are always because like you can't even really see them. My veins are so deep because they keep insulation. Yeah. It's just there to keep body heat. So.
I believe I have stronger forearms. That's fun.
And
all just the moving shit at work, honestly.
Do you want to fight about it?
There's not a really good like forearm test, like I said.
It doesn't matter. I said in general, like body to body fight. I'm only super good at it.
Yeah.
I'm only very, very good at it. That's kind of my thing. Like to the point where they're like, "Hey, do you want to join SWORT?" Before your year of being here because you're so good at it type of fighting people.
Yeah.
Hey, I even have my own helmet. I put it in my locker as a helmet collector. I have my own distinguishing helmet. It's better than everyone else's.
Okay. I actively work out and he doesn't really anymore, so.
I should though.
Yeah, Devin's hairy.
Except for my back, where it counts. I don't have any hair on my back where it counts.
Where it counts, whatever that means.
I don't have any hair on my back. I don't have a hairy back. It's fucking smooth. But the rest of me is very hairy.
A thigh curl contest.
I probably win that.
I'm not really sure what that entails. Is that like...
There's a thing like at the gym where you like lay down on it and you curl your legs back with like weight resistance.
Mm-hmm. You think I wouldn't win that? Women, like, historically have stronger legs than men.
Well, in the gym, I did 280 pounds at work on that machine.
Yeah.
Which is like twice my body weight.
Yeah.
Do you think you could lift Tumis? We can lay down back here, and if I lay on your ankles, if you could lift me. Then...
Is that like, I don't know. I'm just trying to picture it. I'm just like, I do like calf extensions at that though. Like,
no, it's like you lay on your stomach and you have to like curl your legs back towards you with weight.
Yeah.
So, and mine's like almost 300 pounds. So, but I also climb like 100-story buildings worth of stairs every day.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I don't know if I have that machine at my gym though. So
yeah.
I'm not really sure.
Fair. You can always come down and use the gym at the jail.
Right. No, I don't think I'm allowed.
The law enforcement center. I'll let you in. It's fine. They don't give a flying fuck. It's the night. There's nobody there. So
yeah.
You come use the gym. They got a fucking super great gym. Everything's like brand new.
It's okay.
Super nice. Super. No, they expanded. I think since you were there, they added like 20 machines. Or something like that.
So. There's not room to add that many machines.
No, it's they knocked out the wall of the room next to it.
Mm. Well, it's gross. Nobody ever cleaned anything in there, and it smelled like piss.
Oh, so it's like here in the basement.
Like the rest of the jail, but
that's fair. The jail does smell like piss. Hey,
it's like an elementary school. You ever walk into an elementary school lately? They fucking smell like pee.
Well, people should quit pissing everywhere.
Yeah, tell the 5-year-olds to stop pissing their pants. My God. Yeah, I have a teaching degree. I've done some, whatever. I've been back in elementary schools for whatever. My God, do they fucking smell like pee. I had no idea when I was in elementary school.
That kids smell like piss.
And I want to know if I went back to my elementary school, if it would have smelled like pee. But
Probably.
Holy shit, do elementary schools smell like fucking pee.
That's fair. I get it. Hey, at least you got a degree. That's better than I did.
I have 2, actually. But yeah, at least I have one.
Well, I mean, I killed 2 people. Is that even a doubt?
I killed one.
It's fair. Mine were kids, though.
Same.
Okay.
But
that's fair. Yeah. I shot 2 kids. That was great. That was a fun time.
Did they smell like pee? Probably.
I mean, probably. I didn't get close enough to know. I just got the radio confirmation that, yeah, you fucking killed 2 kids, you dick.
So who took that shot?
I did. That's me. I did.
Fuck.
That's right. I did. Kill them both. Fuck them. Maybe
Tell
next
me
time.
Anyone but Kruger took that shot.
Yeah. Don't do it terrorism. How's that sound?
Yeah.
so,
yeah. Yeah, that's okay. Some of you guys forget we were in the army.
That's right. A lot of people, my cheerful demeanor doesn't show that I've murdered 2 children, but I have.
Sometimes when you're in the military, you end up killing people.
That's right. As my captain always used to say, with his fingers together like this in his swivel office chair, he's like, "It's gonna be a mellow war today." And after I did that, he's like, "It's all right, man. Sometimes, in order to win a war, you have to bomb an orphanage or 2." And I was like, "What do you mean bomb an orphanage or 2? Like, are we just pitching hand grenades through the windows of an orphanage all of a sudden?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "I don't know, maybe next week."
So, is there an estimate on the Danish helmets? Yeah, $20 and up.
$20
that's
and up.
The estimate.
But like the Danish M96 is probably going to go for a lot. The other 2 Danish helmets you could probably get for cheaper.
It just depends on what people are going to bid on them. But like $20 is the minimum. So like
they're all starting at $20 because then I'll make money to recover
$20 US.
Yep, $20 US.
But
$20 is going to recover with all these helmets. Is going to help recover some costs from gardening tools and the fact that I just spent $400 on a composter.
So just, if you don't live in the US and you're interested in bidding, maybe like figure out your conversion rates right now.
USD is the minimum.
But figure out your conversion rates right now so you know what you're bidding, because there's not going to be any take backsies. There's not going to be like, oh, I didn't know. No, figure out your conversion right now, because we're bidding in all USD.
And I will announce that before I start opening the bidding.
But yeah, War Crimes Airborne, but
I wasn't airborne. I was a mountain trooper, actually, which
neither of us are airborne, but
which sucks more than airborne, because a mountain trooper is technically light infantry, which just means you carry more shit than regular infantry.
Yeah.
Because you don't get resupplied as often because you're in a place that fucking sucks to resupply.
Pippin is not for sale. You can't have him. I don't know why you thought you could buy Pippin from me. Absolutely not. No.
I will definitely sell you Pippin, but in the form of 2 gloves that are what? I will definitely sell Pippin.
No, we're not selling Pippin.
I'll sell Pippin.
No.
10 grand?
No.
It's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money. I want him though.
I'll sell Pippin for 10 grand.
All things PayPal does currency conversion. So,
yep.
I mean, if you use it, I don't know if that
it does. PayPal does. It doesn't matter. You're in the United States.
That doesn't work well for like live auction, though.
No,
like,
because they will be paying with PayPal.
So well, yeah, they'll be paying with PayPal, but that would mean that they'd have to like type it in like consistently to like see what they're doing, though. Like it helps afterwards. But
they'll have to do USD. Well, here's the thing. I'm not going to be like a regular auction where it's like, it shuts down at this minute. It's going to be like, does anyone else have a bid? Blah, 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 blah.
We'll give it some time.
Yeah.
All makes a good point. Foreign transaction fees may be a thing, though, so just be aware of that.
That's all right.
Not in the US.
They pay those foreign transactions.
Okay, that's okay. I'm just saying.
They should be well aware. Yes.
Gone.
There will be a delay for you guys to figure out the money. So, hey, lady.
You'll have plenty of time, and it's not going to be like a high stress thing. So, there'll be time. Don't worry.
There'll be plenty of time.
If you're here, it's going to be okay. If you're not here, it's not going to be that easy, but you're not here anyway. So,
it'll be Saturday evening.
Which was the only thing which I was thinking is maybe if anyone wants to do like a pre-bid or something. I don't know if you would want to let that if someone.
No, I got to be fair to everybody. Okay. Unfortunately, not everyone's going to be able to do a pre-bid. So.
Yeah. Sneaking cat in background. Yeah, she do be.
It's a lady. Lady's my lady. She sleeps with me.
Her name is Willow. For some reason, Devin calls her lady, but
she's the lady. It's fair.
She does like to do a sneak.
She responds to lady.
She probably also responds to Willow, but
she responds to cat, like all of them do.
Yeah, true. Well, Oliver, before I named him when I first got him,
Mr. Baby Kitty.
Yep, he thought his name was Mr. Baby Kitty, and he responded to that.
He does still, actually.
Yeah, that's true. Look at him in his hammock.
He is. He's been in there for a while.
Oh, he hardly ever goes in there. No, he just jumped in. I just saw him.
No, he was in there before because Lady was up top.
He might have been in there before, but he just jumped in again now.
Mr. Baby Kitty. I'll buy the hammock. This is an ECH. It's not for sale. Thank you. This is my go-to helmet, and I did it just because I like Paige. I replaced the cover on it with the current issue OCP.
He just has to get me a small so it fits my head.
The current issue OCP cover for it.
Because these mediums, I know because
no, that's a large.
Oh, this is a large, even worse.
I wear a large because my head's wide.
I was gonna say I had to go through lots of stuff wearing a medium that was too big, especially with my glasses. Because unfortunately, I have to see. But
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well,
yep. Can
actually
definitely
fucking tip it back like how you're supposed to wear it.
Can definitely shoot really well with that.
There you go.
But
fair.
That's great.
Do you want to try on a British one? Because the British, instead of having 6 sizes, they have 3 sizes.
Well, this is kind of nice. My ears are all exposed, so I can get my ear pro in and out nice and easy.
Yeah, that's the good thing about having the size that's correct. The pads are very old and that's.
I was going to say, definitely size not correct because the bottom of it goes all the way to the base of my skull, but...
Yeah. That could be fixed. I wear a large adjusted to a small.
Yeah, I definitely need a small. I also wear an extra small IOTD or the whatever you want to call your torso body armor because there's a couple different names for that.
So this is a British helmet, but it is how pretty much everyone sizes their helmet. This is a size medium, which 80% of people fit into a medium. This is a Mark 6.
Yeah. Look at that.
It's a British Mark 6. It should fit you because 80% of people should fit into a medium.
Well, I have a apparently spectacularly small head.
So the liner adjusts a little better. I think they're very comfortable helmets to wear. They have nice, soft leather pads. It's actually not too far off. You could probably actually fit into that medium.
Maybe. Here, the real test is if I can shoot in the prone with it, because that's usually where things fail.
Oh.
And that's where it's most important. So
it should be fine.
It's big on the side. It's gonna hit my shoulder. Is
the
big thing. And when it hits my shoulder, it pushes my glasses down.
Yeah. But it's not bad. It's the way to go. Right?
It's not bad. I would probably need something a little bit smaller because.
Well, here's the thing. It's a medium adjusted out to maximum specs. Because I wear a medium internationally.
Well, it's not that. It's the size of the actual helmet. It's not the fact that it's out to max spec. It's the size that it's the fact that the size it is.
Yeah.
It hits my shoulder if I'm trying to do something like shooting the prone, which is the majority of the time when I'm wearing a helmet, it's qualifying on the range.
Yeah.
So I need something that isn't going to move when I am doing a basic move on the range like that. So when I was down there, if I have my shoulder up, which I'm going to have it kind of up when I'm shooting, up and back, forward, the shoulder or the helmet was on my shoulder and arm back here.
Yeah.
I was pushing it up, which is, you can't really control where that's going to push it. It was kind of pushing it forward. It's pushing it over. It's getting lopsided. So
I get it.
Something like that for me isn't really going to work because the majority of time I'm going to be shooting.
Yeah. It adjusts circumference-wise and it adjusts height-wise. So if you needed it to be sit higher on your head, you could adjust it to sit higher on your head so it's not hitting your shoulder. It's adjusted out to the max specs for a medium, which means it can get a lot higher on your head and it can get a lot tighter circumference. Gate helmet. It's right there. It's actually, if you wanted to try it on, it's right there. The very first ever modern combat helmet. Do you want to try the very first ever modern combat helmet? It's right there. If you want to try it, it's right there.
MK6 comes with its own PT belt.
It does. It's very...
Oh my god, this thing is heavy.
It is. It's a 1/4 inch thick steel. That's the very first ever modern combat helmet. That's right. Try it on. That's the first ever. That's the 1915 Geda helmet from Germany. Throw it on. Throw the chin strap on.
Forward?
Nope. The nose piece is the giveaway. Yeah.
You act like that's obvious.
It's not obvious. It's 100,
well,
100 something years old. 107 years old.
Giveaway.
Yeah. That's the very first ever modern combat helmet. You gotta tip it forward. It's gotta be on your nose.
Yep, I understand.
There you go. How do you feel? Safe?
No.
Here's the thing. That'll stop modern day rifle rounds. It's
thick. Not very glasses friendly. I'll tell you.
It's not. Here's the thing. People that needed glasses were not allowed to fight in World War I. So that was a disqualifying factor.
Yeah.
So,
it's very heavy, though.
it is incredibly heavy.
It's very heavy, and the fact that if you saw that like leather piece
in the
back, it's just heavy in the front.
Yep, well, here's the thing. It only covers like 2/3 of your skull. It doesn't go all the way around.
Sorry, it's all mirrored, so I keep trying to adjust this the wrong way.
But it is incredibly heavy, but it will stop rifle rounds.
Oh,
and we're not talking like modern day rifle rounds. We're talking like World War I, incredibly overpowered for modern day.
And it
rifle
smells.
rounds.
It smells. You know, if any of you guys are
like leather, right? Brand new leather.
It smells like old to me, but
well, here's the thing: it's a reproduction, so it's pretty new.
Well, it smells old.
It smells like leather. It does smell like leather. I will give you that. Which leather does smell old. I will agree. But yeah, it is incredibly heavy because it is like 3/8 inch thick. Yeah,
that shit is thick. It's heavy.
Steel. It is, but like it will stop literally like a 30-06. Like if you get shot by a 30-06, you will live with one of these, which is the thing. So
quite the accomplishment, considering that can blow your head into nothing.
Yeah, it is like you will live if you get hit by a 30-06 wearing one of those, which is like wearing a modern day ECH. You might not live getting shot by a 30-06. That thing you will.
Yeah.
That's the problem with it. So it's a good helmet.
I'm a BRB.
All right, BRB. I will talk to the peoples. You need another drink?
Yeah,
that's nice.
Part of what I'm doing.
Oh, you're getting nice.
Did you want ice?
I do want ice.
I'll just bring you a cup of ice.
Thank you.
I'll bring like a beer.
Perfect. What's another good helmet I have to try on? I can put the Vietnam M1 away. All right. One of the rarer helmets I have for sale is a Danish M2346. And it's basically unissued. You can see how new the stamp is and how new the chin strap is. Danish M2346. So it's the way to go. It's known as the manta ray helmet to a lot of people, obviously, because it kind of looks like a manta ray. But here's the thing: it actually provides a lot of horizontal coverage and a shit ton of vertical coverage. It's actually one of the best post World War I helmets as far as coverage goes. So, so much so that it was actually used until about 1958 as the standard Danish helmet. So it's a very rare design. And one of the cool features that I really like about it has this little cut. So you can attach it via an equipment strap to a rucksack. So if you just want to wear your hat, you definitely could wear your hat. It does take comms. It takes comms better than most modern helmets because of how flared the ears are. It has some very flared ears. You can fit very modern comms in here. A shit ton of space for comms. Free basket. I don't think I could do that, sir. I need to recover some money from gardening stuff and composter. I spent like $1,000 today. Doesn't come with the crest because it's not a M23. It's a 2346, which is an immediate post World War II thing, which is the exact same as the M23, other than the crest. The crest is just a rivet, unfortunately, to hold the liner in. So 10 paskets? I have like 25 paskets, but they're all different. And it's because the pasket's my favorite helmet. It's my favorite helmet. But if you have a larger head, this is probably one of the rarer ones to bid on. The 2346s were only made for 2 years. This one is pretty much unissued, and it's in the largest size you can make it. So, brand new, pretty rare, ready to go. I mean, that can probably be argued for, Jake. If you want, I'll put the OnlyFans link in the box of one of the helmets. If whoever pays the most for one of the helmets, I'll put the OnlyFans link in one of the boxes. How's that sound? Yeah, I spent basically $1,000 today on gardening tools and a composter. The composter was like $400, to be fair, after shipping. $450 almost after shipping. But yeah, I spent like $300 something on gardening tools today. So I spent a lot of money on gardening shit today.
Blaming me for shit again?
No, I'm not blaming you for anything.
Okay.
I'm just saying I spent like $1,000 today on gardening shit.
Yeah, you didn't spend. We collectively spent like $1,000, but
I spent $450 on a composter and $350 on gardening tools. So yeah, plus like $90 on liquor. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of money today.
So I spent a lot of money on food and stuff. So.
You did spend a lot of money on food and stuff. We spent a shit ton of money. I was talking about like the thing that probably isn't going to sell for as much as it should is this one right here, which is the Danish M2346. Yeah. So, which is incredibly rare because this one is unissued. There's no scratches on it even. Brand new. Look at the liner. You can see the stamp in it right there. It's brand new. It's
4 Mile Rock and PTs and boots. What is that? That's weak shit, man.
That is weak shit. You should be in full equipment. Fuck you. 4 miles in full equipment is like nothing. It's fucking next to nothing. Quit being a weak bitch. This is why China's gonna win.
To read those.
That's why China's gonna win. That's all I gotta say. So yeah, sell this helmet. Sell this helmet for at least $100. It's worth about $500. So sell this helmet for at least $100.
You telling me to sell it?
Yeah, you sell it. No, you sell it. I have to pee.
I'm not selling shit. I don't know jack about Jack, man.
It's from Denmark, and it has a very crisp stamp in it.
One of the packages from the auction will have the link to the OnlyFans in the box.
I said I could probably do that.
That would be funny. It's just one of them. Just a random one. We'll
box
them all up, and then we're gonna number them, and then we'll do an even roll, and then one of them will get the link. Yeah,
that's right. I could probably do that. If somebody really wants it, I could do that.
Yeah, you'll have a 1 in 12 chance of a direct link to Devin's OnlyFans.
13. 1 in 13.
1 in 13 chance. You just had to count them all.
Yep.
Nah, he didn't scratch it. It's fine. What do you mean can't just slip the OnlyFans in there now? Why not? You got to drive up the, drive up the demand. Yeah, this thing definitely isn't extra scratched or anything. It, yeah, this guy looks old. Yeah, we're telling you there's a chance, man. There's a chance. Maybe we'll do that. I don't know if he's like not being sincere, but why not? Let's go for it. Maybe, if it, I don't know. I mean, that's the thing. He's not really selling them to make money. He's selling them because he just doesn't really want them. And I mean, technically we have the space. Like we have the space, but it's just like, neither of us really like the clutter that much. So it's just to, keep some space open. But yeah, might as well do it now. So
God damn it. I have to be disappointed, Dad, and beat the shit out of all you.
Might as well, but yeah, there's a chance, I guess. Yeah, a little bit of a cat attack out there. I don't know. It didn't look too bad.
It's usually more dramatic than it really is, but
they're pretty dramatic, so
they are dramatic. But I will beat the shit out of all of them if I have to. That's right. You scratched it. You scratched it? That's a very rare helmet if you scratched it. All right.
That happened before you left.
Okay.
That's the importance of fucking reading these. But set an alarm.
For what?
On your phone.
Yeah.
Set an alarm on your phone. Like, even if you set it, like, a little bit after you get up or whatever. I don't know if you have to work. Set it, whatever, or like set it for like noon.
It'll be the evening on Saturday Central Time. So like, I know you live on the East Coast, Kill Dude. Like, it'll probably be between 4 and 5 p.m. your time. So.
But yeah, I mean, just set an alarm like earlier in the day, even just like
as a reminder.
Hours. Yeah, you know.
It'll be good to go. Save some money, man. That is a super
very good.
Pink lemonade. That's a super rare helmet, actually.
So, yeah, selling that OnlyFans link, sweeten the deal potentially.
Right. That's actually really good. That pink lemonade Smirnoff's really good.
Yeah, so we picked up. We were like looking at stuff in the liquor store today. And we found a pack of Smirnoff Ice has a variety pack of like zero sugar. Yeah, like a sugar-free variety pack.
Don't do sugar in our
not very much. So they had the pink lemonade, which we just tried, which is like really good. They have one of the like bomb pop ones, the red, white, and berry.
I had a raspberry one.
Yep, there was a raspberry one, and
yeah,
Another one, I forget what the fourth flavor is, but they're all zero sugar. Actually, like pretty good though. Like
really good.
Really solid alternatives to like the regular versions. Like it's been a while since I've really fucked with like the Smirnoff Ice, but these are pretty solid.
Smirnoff Ice is like that thing that Europeans used to make fun of Americans.
Yeah, that's okay. These are pretty solid, these zero sugar ones. So,
oh, did you get
honey mustard and onion pretzels?
Who made them?
Snyder's.
Oh, okay, good.
Just like the ones that go in the MREs, which is where I fell in love with the honey mustard and onion pretzels.
Snyder's makes pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, good job on dropping some.
Grabbed it. Caught it.
Yeah. No sugar is like, I don't know.
Kind of hard, yeah.
I was gonna say it's not that hard after you start doing it and you have stuff at home that's fine, but like you'll realize that like if you try to like go out to eat a lot, like if you're doing that, it's a lot harder, but it's not that hard.
You cook at home a lot, yeah.
Yeah, like I don't go out to eat that often.
I also gave Kill Dude my thing for like realigning your gut health, which is just drink a assload of prune juice and then a ton of kefir to reintroduce good bacteria into your diet. And he's like, I don't believe you. And then he went to Walmart and did it. And he's like, I feel so much better. And I was like, yeah, because you literally cleaned everything out of your system and then added good bacteria. And it makes you feel so much better. You feel awful for a day because you don't get off the shitter for like a day. But you feel so good afterwards.
Yeah.
All right, Urban Man, you take it easy. Urban's got to probably work tomorrow. He kind of works the same kind of stuff that I do, but at a hospital. Yeah. What do you mean you'll miss the Oxford stream? What are you doing Saturday? What's so important that you're not going to be here Saturday? You can't stop by. You got a cell phone, don't you? You stop by whenever you want. Is all gone? Did you eat all these? God damn it. It's all right.
I thought you weren't hungry.
I'm kind of hungry. When I drink, I get hungrier, but I don't get this drunk a lot. So I don't. I'm probably right now on a scale of like 0 to 10.
Yeah, I don't get drunk a lot. I just drink every day.
Yeah, I have like 1 or 2 beers. That's drinking every day.
That's not fucking true. You know it's not true.
I'm drinking every day, 1 or 2 beers, but like
1 or 2 beers, and then 1 or 2 more beers, and then 1 or 2.
No,
more
I
beers.
only have 1 or 2 beers. I mean, to be fair, most days I have a singular beer. But and if I'm feeling really ambitious, I might have a second one. That's, No, that's most of my days where I work is I'm having a beer after work. But like, which is, to be fair, like 8 in the morning. But I'm like a 6 out of 10 drunk right now. We're fully getting there. I definitely couldn't drive if I wanted to, but I feel like I could.
Oops. I was gonna say, to be fair, anything like above an 8, you're probably not gonna remember. So
no, like I gotta get to like 9 or 10 before I don't remember. But like I'm definitely like a 6 out of 10 right now as far as like drinking goes. Like this is the one where it's like I would feel very uncomfortable if somebody asked me to drive, but if it was like a safety issue, like I have no other ride, can you drive me home? I would probably risk it. That's what a 6 out of 10 is. To make sure somebody gets home okay, so I don't have to like worry about them, you know? That's where I'm at. But I'm also like a good person, so I would probably risk that for a lot of people compared to most people. So
yeah, killed both of you on the way there.
That's fine. Then we're both dead. It doesn't matter. We're dead. That's how that works. I don't care. I'm dead. Fuck it. Beer is sustenance. To be fair, it is. It is. It's food group. It's full-on food group. God, tell me you're dropping shit. leave crumblies all over the place. Hey, I clean, all right? I clean more than you do, to be fair.
Not true.
When was the last time you swept the kitchen?
That's not the only cleaning chore, though.
When was the last time you vacuumed the house?
That's not the only.
How many times have you vacuumed the carpet?
How many times? A lot. I've lived here for half a year.
When's the last time how many times compared to me have you shampooed the carpets?
Whatever. You didn't even let me help.
I did it twice. How many times have you done it?
It doesn't matter.
How many times?
That doesn't matter. That's not a good gauge of how much I clean the house.
That's fair. I do a lot, though.
I also do all of the dishes.
That's fair. Only because you get mad at me.
Yeah, because you wash them with your hands without soap.
No, I just rinse them off because the dishwasher is more of a sanitizer than it is.
Yeah, but you also, for some reason, think that you don't have to use the dishwasher. Like, and that's the issue we ran into. Is you think just like wiping stuff off with your hands means they're clean.
No, it doesn't mean they're clean. The dishwasher is more of a sanitizer than a cleaner because here's the thing. If you throw dishes with a ton of food on them in the dishwasher, the pipes aren't the right gauge and the filters aren't quite great. You'll plug them up and you'll wear out your dishwasher a lot sooner than if you just actually rinse and kind of soap and scrub them.
That's just not true anymore, though. Like,
no, it actually still is. And a lot of dishwasher manufacturers actually recommend you kind of sort of pre-scrub your dishes before you put them in.
I rinse it. I'm not putting them in there with huge food chunks on, but you don't have to, you don't
have to scrub them down to like clean.
Because if you're washing them with soap, just fucking wash them with soap and finish it.
Yeah. But like, so, but yeah, you're more of in charge of the dishes, so you don't yell at me when I do around. But I do a lot of the other stuff.
You don't actually clean them right, or you clean them twice. It's wild.
Sorry. Okay. I'll figure it out. I'll be better. I'll learn. I can be house trained. I can learn. What's the Slovenian BK600? It is a German 826 Schuberth helmet with a Pasget liner. Is exactly what it is. So if you wanted to replace the liner with a Pasget liner, you could.
I don't mean with his hands like he runs a sink of dishes with like soap and uses a sponge. I mean with his hands in that he uses his literal fingers to touch the surface of a plate.
Yeah, like after I scrub them, I use my fingers.
No, there's no scrubbing. It's like what I watched you do today. It's like water fingers. That's what I'm talking about. Not like running a sink of water. You put dish soap in there. It gets all bubbly. You use a sponge or a brush. You clean it. You rinse it. You put it on a... That's not what I'm talking about when I say Devin does dishes with his hands. When I say Devin does dishes with his hands, I mean he runs it under water and then he takes his bare hand and rubs it on the dish.
Yeah.
That's what I mean when I say he's doing it by hand.
To make sure all of the chunks are off.
And then he puts it in the dishwasher. And you don't need to do that. No, you don't need to do that. You can rinse it and then put it in the dishwasher. That's all that needs to be.
I can, but I like to make sure all the chunks are off.
That's not... No, you can see it if the chunks are off or not,
though. Sometimes. Like, that's not always true.
If they're that small, then they're not that big of a deal.
I mean, that's fair. Your dishwasher does work better than mine. Yeah, I've been used to my dishwasher
from, like, the fucking 70s.
It is. It's from 1972.
Like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just got to trade myself out of it. I can learn. You just got to be patient with me and remind me and bear with me about how I'm used to the fact that my dishwasher used to suck. Okay. I can figure it out though.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing. Like, you could just use a sponge or whatever, or he could just put it in the fucking dishwasher that I'm gonna run anyway.
That's fair.
Combat shirts to female soldiers, like, yeah.
They do make female cut combat shirts, which is the specific shirt for wearing under body armor, if you didn't know. Yeah.
So, yeah. Of course they have combat shirts for females.
Yeah, but like females shouldn't be in combat because they're like periods and stuff. They're not good at it.
Yeah, you're right. That and sometimes we have ponytails, and who knows what that could do to the whole combat.
If they can't beat me in a fight, they're not allowed to be in combat.
Yeah, that's true. Nothing we could add to that whole environment that would just,
Murder? No, murder's murder. It doesn't matter.
So, no, there's nothing we could add to that environment. We don't make that better in any way.
You could add stuff to that environment, like sanitary pads that now need to be in the, a supply line.
Right.
Females are allowed to be there.
Yeah.
There's literally adding something, but they do actually help because like males still aren't allowed to conduct a pad search in the infantry. I did a lot of pad searches in the infantry. And if there was a female, we need to do a pad search.
I'm obviously, I'm not saying that sincerely. I am saying that 100% facetiously.
Yeah, I understand. But like a lot of these people are dumb. They don't understand. So I have to explain it.
Just so you know, 8 people who are watching, a lot of you people are dumb.
No, like 6 out of 8 of you are dumb.
That's a lot.
You guys can figure out which 6 out of 8. But like... but yeah, there was a lot of times where I wasn't allowed to do a pad search on a female coming into the base because I'm a dude. And a female or an interpreter would have to come by and do a pad search onto somebody coming into the base because of how it's allowed. So, but like, I'm all for fully integrating the military. I believe you should have a set standard, and if a female can pass it, they should be allowed to do whatever job. If they
this is where we kind of vary, and that's fine. But like,
if they can pass the special forces,
it's a shirt, man. It's a shirt. It's not distracting. It's a fucking shirt. If a female in a shirt is distracting, that's more of a you issue than anything else. It's just a regular shirt.
That's true.
It's not see through.
If you can pass the special forces test and join special forces, great. Fucking be female and join special forces. Here's the test standard. Do it. If you can pass it.
Yeah, that's the thing, and we're not talking about that. So,
but like, that's just my opinion, because the Canadian military is fully integrated. You have females in the infantry all the time, and you share showers, and you do all of the shit that isn't allowed in the United States.
It's just, that's the thing, though, and we've talked about this before, so it's crazy that you seem to keep forgetting it, but like,
I don't forget it, but it's like, it just appalls me that it's not a thing. The U.S. military isn't integrated.
No, it's the fact that it isn't that way, and it's just like if we were to try to switch to metric, it wouldn't work because it's too big of a change immediately. That's not the culture that it is now, and the answer isn't to, exactly, the sharp complaints. The answer isn't to take a hard fucking left and make things wildly different from how they are right now. But that's not the answer because that's not the culture right now. You can't go from one extreme to another and expect it to go smoothly.
But the U.S. military has operated in metric for 40 years.
Okay, but I'm not just... Okay. Obviously, that's not what I'm talking about.
So,
Yes, but the entire U.S. is not... the entire U.S. is not in metric. What I'm saying is that, like, society as a whole is not using metric. We can't just hard left and like tomorrow everything's in metric. That wouldn't work. Okay, but also having a transition period would be hard. Doing the same thing with this, like trying to integrate the military, we have what we have and that's the culture of what we have. Taking a hard left and being like, okay, starting tomorrow, you're going to have co-ed dorms, co-ed showers, co-ed everything.
Yeah.
That's not going to work because it's not co-ed right now. And it's the transition period that you would have to figure out to try to make things go well. We can't just hard left into something completely new.
That's true. But like when I say co-ed showers, like I showered when females are showering, but it's like a toilet stall where you have a door that swings. So they're private unless somebody...
So it's not even really co-ed.
But unless anybody could physically come just like open the swing door. And
but there's a door.
Yeah.
You're not like co-ed showering
there's not like
with one thing and everyone's around like that's totally different than like.
But other than that, females would like I slept in a bunk for the longest time above a female.
Honestly, and that's whatever. Like I don't give a shit.
That was my bunkmate. I don't care. I was very good friends with her. She's a prostitute now and a stripper in Montreal, and she has 6 kids, all with different dads. That's how it was. It was fully integrated. Females, if you could pass the test, you became infantry. And it was great. I actually really liked having a lot of the females in the infantry because they did stuff and saw stuff kind of a different way than a lot of dudes did.
And that's the whole thing. That's the benefit of like having women in the army, because like as much as like people want to like have a way about it, like it's scientifically proven that men and women's brains work differently.
Yeah.
Not that anyone's smarter necessarily than each other.
Women are smarter by like a lot because they use both sides of their brain, and men only use one side of their brain.
But like their brains work differently. It's kind of like the whole thing where like a lot of times like an easy one is that like men and women will have issues like giving directions to each other, because men tend to be the more directional, like northeast, southwest, like turn north, go this way, then take
front is front, back is back. Yeah, we all know. We understand.
But women are more likely to use landscape markers. So men might say, yeah, head north for this long, take a turn and go west for this long. Women are more likely to say, okay, when you get to, there's a farmhouse with a big purple silo, take a right there, and, you know, keep going down that road for this amount of time. You're going to see a big willow tree, take a left there.
Or we could just use kilometers.
That's not going to solve the issue between those two.
Go 2.3 kilometers north, then 7.8 kilometers west.
Anyway, obviously that's not going to solve that issue between those two. But women are more likely to use landscape markers, whereas men are more likely to use directions. So like there's things like that. There's just like some like fundamental like differences in like how brains work. And obviously both of them can have some positives in certain points. But that's the thing. You have to think that those can have positives at certain points, and it's just like different points in time. So,
yeah, it sucks.
Just dread open bay showers.
I've definitely showered in open bay showers with women before because that was all that was available, and it was up to them whether they wanted to shower with a dude being present or not. That was the thing. Like ultimately, a dude could decide to shower with a woman openly present, and it was posted like you shower at your own risk of possibly being exposed to the opposite sex when you came in here. It was posted, and I've definitely showered in like a bay where there's like
you get a curtain.
No, you don't. I've actually been in like a thing where there's like a pedestal and it's like 6 showers in like a half circle, and there's no pedestal, and it's like you just have a jet of water. I've definitely showered with women.
Yeah.
In one of those before.
That's fun because it's not what you just said, but.
And they decide that it's okay, that I don't care if a dude sees me showering naked, you know,
Although I
will
will
open
say,
bay shower.
No, you can't just enlist as a woman because it is a lot more than that. Like you have to like have all of the paperwork to back it up. And I think I want to say as far as the Army goes, like can't necessarily quote me on this, but I feel like last time I looked at it, you have to do things like your gender marker on your driver's license has to be correct. You have to have gone through not just physical surgery, but you have to be doing all of the like hormonal stuff as well.
Yep. You have to have a certain benchmark to meet.
Yeah, there's like a rigorous amount of benchmarks you have to meet actually on the transgender scale, which is actually very frustrating for like transgender people because you have to meet so many different things. But no, you can't just like, I couldn't walk up and be like, yeah, I want to enlist and I'm a male. I couldn't do that. Same with Devin. He couldn't just walk up and say, hey, I want to enlist and I'm a female.
Unless I was anywhere but the United States.
No. And we're not joking about this, okay? It's like not funny.
It's true.
But you would have to have an incredible amount of medical documentation backing it up. Yeah. And on top of that, it's all of the paperwork saying that you're the gender that you're transitioning to, like all of this stuff. Like, no, you can't just walk up and be like, oh, I'm a different gender. No, you have to have an insane amount of medical
I've had hormonal therapy for like 4 years.
Yes.
I've transitioned like physically, surgically over 2 surgeries like 3 years ago. Yeah. Like I've done all the shit. I want to join the military. And they're going to verify all that. And it's going to take a long time.
Yeah. So it's really not just that. There's a lot of stuff that goes into it. So I Yeah, I can only actually imagine how frustrating it must be for any of our transgender soldiers to like have to go through that, because I've heard from a lot of them just like how difficult it can be to just get something like your gender marker on your driver's license changed. So I can only imagine how frustrating it is to like do something like either join the military, or if you're already in the military, get your gender marker changed in the military.
No,
like,
it's not allowed. You can't.
It's a huge hassle.
Yep, you
There's
might as well
so
not.
much you need to fucking do. So
it'll be fine.
Flashbacks of showering with my dad.
It's fair. French Foreign Legion's the way to go. They don't care as long as you're human. That's all that you require. It's literally their only requirements, that you're human. Hey, lady. What are you doing, lady?
Well, I was doing normal stuff.
No, she's sniffing where Oliver was.
Yeah, acting pretty normal, I think.
No.
I'm sniffing everywhere.
Come here, lady.
Willie Will.
Come here. Come here, lady. It's right, lady.
She didn't really come to him. He had to grab her.
No, she was here.
No, he had to grab her from like.
No.
She was over here.
No, she was only a couple inches away. Right, lady? Lady's my lady. She likes me. God
that
damn
wasn't
it!
Me.
That was the other stack, even.
Yeah, I wasn't even touching it.
Lady, she's my favorite. She sleeps with me. Look at you, lady. Oh, lady.
Yeah, good night, Jake Brown.
Well, yeah, it's like they're like 6 hours ahead of us, so it's like 2 a.m, or they're 4 a.m.
Yeah. Yeah, Kill Dude, if you're recruiting, that's fucking awful. So I'm sorry about that.
He's a lieutenant, thank you.
Yeah, well that
You
sucks.
need to give him the proper respect.
No, recruiting is ass.
No, you need to give him the proper respect as a lieutenant in the U.S. Army.
Yeah,
as a member of the National Guard, because he's a
ass.
lieutenant of the National Guard.
Recruiting sucks, and he knows that.
No, you need to give him the proper respect. He's a lieutenant. He's better than you are. That's how it works. He has a college degree.
I have 2 college degrees.
He's better, though, because he went to officer school in the Virginia Military Academy.
Right.
He's better.
So, fun fact, my recruiter, I just recently learned that, no, Willow is, she's a ragdoll. Actually, she's a purebred ragdoll. No, fun fact, my recruiter just recently got kicked out of the Army because he was having relations with a new recruit.
Hell yeah!
He recruited. And then, fun fact, last week, he just got engaged to his girlfriend. Or should I say fiance.
Hell yeah, the American dream.
The American dream. Get kicked out of the Army for having relations with a
like 18-year-old. Yeah.
And
the American dream.
Then just go propose to your girlfriend. It's fine.
That's
fine.
the American dream.
And she's still with him. That's crazy.
The American dream. Right there. That's what you do when you're an American. That's the dream right there. Can't go wrong. Right? It's to cheat on your wife. And
yeah.
I messed up the stack so bad. I had it stacked so stably because some helmets stack better than others.
Yeah. I also went to basing at basic at Fort Jackson. I know everyone.
Jackson's where all the retards go.
That's what everyone says. Everyone says relax in Jackson, but it's, I had a really tough time there. So
what? It's so easy. You don't have to do jack shit.
The thing that people forget is that every time you're in a different company or battalion, everything is totally different, and your drill sergeants are totally different. And when I got there, we had just had a drill sergeant rotation too. So most of our drill sergeants didn't really know each other because they just had gone through a rotation or whatever. But no, it was pretty tough. I mean, by the end of it, we were having fun because by the end of it, we were, we had some stuff that by bed check when one of the other platoon's drill sergeants were making us do PT. It was kind of for fun, when he was having us do push-ups and stuff because we weren't doing something loud enough or whatever. But then our drill sergeants would learn about it, and then they would go smoke the drill sergeant's platoon who was making us do extra stuff, and it would become a thing. And
wait, that's not fair. They should be like, oh, a drill sergeant smoked you? Well, I'm going to smoke you a second time because they decided it was worth smoking.
No, but it was for fun. And then the fun thing was that our female drill sergeant, she was the only one who didn't always do smoking in sets of 5. And so they would get smoked extra when you would get to 10, and it wasn't halt, it was 1-0, and then they would usually say something stupid like 10 when they were supposed to say 1-0. It was what the fuck was that? And then you keep going and you do 1-1, and you keep going until everyone says 1-1, 1-2, 1-3, 1-4 instead of 11, 12, 13, 14. Right, so you keep going until everyone says it the right way. And then she might just stop you at 1-7 because that's how she feels like. And every other drill sergeant would stop you at a multiple of 5. And they would usually stop you at 5, or your 10 would be your halt. Yeah. But she would go smoke those, other drill sergeants' platoons because those drill sergeants were smoking us for no reason. But that's when it got really fun, doing stupid stuff like that. Yeah. But
I mean,
I tell a lot of people though, I'm not exaggerating when I say I probably attempted 1,000 push-ups on my first day of basic training.
What? Why you get off so easy? Why is the American so weak?
So
definitely, I probably did 5,000, 6,000 push-ups.
Definitely not an exaggeration when I say at least 1,000 push-ups. So.
That's terrible. Why are they so weak? We're gonna lose to China.
Yeah, no alimony because he wasn't married. They were just boyfriend, girlfriend. And he proposed to her after, after seeing this girl. So, of course, no alimony.
It's fine. It's fine.
1-0.
1-1. Yeah, I get it. I had 2 drill instructors my whole military career. And one was a guy that was his drill instructor was my father. Which,
I know the story.
Yeah, which I thought was going to suck, but he actually had a lot of respect because my dad never yelled. He was kind of loud like I am. Mm-hmm. Never yelled, though. Never. If he had to raise his voice, you fucking knew about it.
He was the cool drill sergeant.
But he was loud, and he would be like, here's why you fucked up, and here's how you can fix it. He was there to teach rather than to discipline. Mm-hmm. And he taught a lot of people. And my drill instructor told me that. He's like, your father never yelled, but he was here to teach rather than to discipline. Yeah. Which a lot of drill instructors were just there to discipline. And they're on a power trip. He's like, your father made a lot of incredibly good soldiers with how he instructed people.
So my cool drill sergeant was probably our one of 4 from my platoon who wanted to be there. He wanted to be a drill sergeant. So if you don't know a whole lot about
that guy's military, fucked up, he needs to get a mental exam.
Most of the time you get
voluntold.
You get voluntold. You get quote unquote drafted into being a drill sergeant. And what happens is that you have to go to drill sergeant school and you have to pass. If you don't pass, you do it again. And if you decide that you are going to get out of the Army after you are called to drill sergeant school, if you ever want to be back in, you still have to complete drill sergeant school. No matter how long your break is, you can say, I'm getting out of the army.
And 10 years later.
And 10 years later, if you decide to get back into the army, they're like, awesome, you're ready for drill sergeant school right now. So there's no getting out of being a drill sergeant. Unless you literally get out of the army forever.
Yeah.
So he was someone who he wanted to be a drill sergeant. He was infantry, but he was also a ranger.
Those make the best drill sergeants.
Airborne, air assault.
Yep.
And
air assault's a joke. That doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, but that's him. Yeah. He was infantry, ranger, airborne, air assault, did all the cool things. And he was our one drill sergeant who he didn't really yell at us, and he had told us before. He was like, I understand that you guys don't know anything. I understand that generally the gambit with this whole thing is to yell at you for things you don't know. That's not me. I am going to teach you. I will teach you once.
Yep.
If you continue to not know what the fuck is going on, yes, I will start to yell. Yep. If you do things that are stupid, I will, I'll, do things accordingly. However, when I know that there is shit that you don't know, I'm not going to punish you for things that there's no way that you could know.
Yep.
And a lot of us respected him a lot for that.
There's a lot of drill sergeants that's like, how come you don't know? It's in this section, blah, 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 of this book that you're supposed to read.
That's the game when you're a drill sergeant, is smoking people for things that they couldn't possibly know. You know?
It's part of learning. Fucking read when you're supposed to sleep.
Well, I wouldn't even say that's it, but whatever. That's the whole thing around it. And he was just not that, which works. It works if you have one drill sergeant that's like that.
It makes better soldiers if you're there to teach rather than to
Well, no, it doesn't work if all of your drill sergeants are like that, because there's kind of a way, at least about how the U.S. Army works, that wouldn't work. But it really works if you have...
work, though.
It really works if you have one drill sergeant who's that way.
No, it doesn't work. The U.S. Army doesn't work.
We all appreciated him being the way that he was. And, definitely all of our favorites and whatever. So that was good. Shout out to him, but
Sergeant Major Kruger. Yeah.
Also, hello, Tom.
That's right. Tom's here. He's probably just awake.
Probably.
That's right. He doesn't have my OnlyFans. He can confirm it.
Yeah.
Himself.
Yeah. Also,
before I go to bed here, because it's getting close. It's getting close to that time. I've been drinking enough to where I'm pretty tired. I got this much drink left.
Which is none. So.
We'll go till my drink's gone.
No veggie omelets for me.
What do you mean? You don't like the vomit? MRE? Come on now. It's the worst MRE.
It's not an MRE anymore, so
they got rid of it,
yeah.
Going to work, there you go, making money. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong making money. Gotta make that money.
You got all that ice I got for you. You gotta have some drinks with it.
Nope. Can't. If you want me to do shit tomorrow, I can't drink anymore. Unless you're doing all the landscaping yourself, I can't drink anymore.
Whatever.
I agree. I haven't eaten in a week other than today.
I was going to say you just fucking ate today because I cooked. So
yeah, but it's not a lot of food to process based on the amount of booze I've drank, which is 2/3 of a bottle of Captain Morgan, and 2 beers and a whole bottle of wine.
And some almonds. No, he says a whole bottle, but it was a bottle.
It was a tiny bottle, yeah.
Yeah, a little bottle. Okay, don't think he drank a 750 of wine today.
That's a lot, though.
He had one of those little single serving
200 milliliters.
Yeah, a little bottle of wine.
It's a lot.
He just ate. That's the thing.
I had salmon and asparagus. Yeah.
I made salmon and asparagus, and then we snacked on almonds.
Yeah. But that's a lot compared to the amount of booze I've had.
Yeah. So. Yes. Like basically an airplane bottle. I don't know. A bit bigger than an
airplane bottle.
Like a double of an airplane bottle. It wasn't quite that small.
200 milliliters. Yeah.
It wasn't like one of those like a shot of Fireball that you can get from the airplane, but like it's pretty small.
I'm definitely fucked up. Very fucked up.
Yeah. For once in our lives, Devin is more fucked up than I am.
For sure.
I don't eat salmon skin. No, I think it's gross. Salmon already to me is like a little bit more fishy than I wish it was, but like I eat it anyway.
It's very healthy for you. It's full of omega-3s.
I know it's good for you. I just I don't think it's spectacularly great. I just eat it a lot, and I definitely don't eat the skin. No, scrape that shit off.
The skin is not great. Ready for a snooze. We have been going like over 2 hours.
Yeah. Well, you shouldn't be ready for a snooze.
No, I have to be ready for a snooze if I'm going to get up at like fucking 9 in the morning to do landscaping.
No, you don't have to get up at 9. No one's asking you to
No, I have to get up at 9 so I have time to wake up and drink coffee to be able to do landscaping. Because I'm normally...
You said you were starting at 9.
No, my alarm's set for 9, but I'll like have to drink coffee and like be awake. It's a long time.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very long time. So we're probably going to call it soon because I could use a snooze before early in the morning.
If you're going to be sleeping for so long, you're going to get up way before 9.
I know I'm going to get
10:30.
I know.
And you work overnight, so there's no reason for you to be asleep at 10:30. You're not even halfway through a shift right now.
Yeah, but I don't drink this much on a normal shift.
So?
And I also don't eat this much on a normal shift. So I'm kind of tired. I'm used to getting 0 calories and 0% of booze through most of the week.
And he's been telling me to make sure that he eats more, and now he's trying to tell me that if he eats more, he's going to be upset. I don't know. I don't get it.
No, I won't be upset, but I need to gain some weight for sure. But it's been literally 7 days since I've eaten until today, and then I'm drinking a shit ton of booze, so I probably...
Yeah, it's been that long.
No, it has been that long.
No, it hasn't. You ate a leftover curry more recently than that.
Wednesday, so 6 days.
At least.
Yeah, 6 days without food.
I'll go grab the salmon skin out of the garbage. Yeah, I'll just shovel that in his mouth.
No, I'm not gonna eat the salmon skin.
Yep, coffee grounds and all. It's all mixed in with coffee grounds and shit. I'll just shovel that in his face.
Nope, that's a good way to get punched.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a full believer of equal rights. If women want equal rights, they will definitely catch these hands if they try to do something I don't want to do.
No, you have to go to the post office in the morning. Then we can start doing landscaping.
That's fair. I have to go be okay, if you guys can't find this, I'm going to fight you. Yeah. I will go back there and find it myself and tear this place apart type of bullshit. I'm tired of this.
Yeah.
I want the dryer to work. So I can
He ordered a dryer vent a week ago because ours kind of got smushed when we had some plumbing happen, which is fine, whatever. But he ordered it forever ago, and it was supposed to get here days ago.
Saturday.
And it's still not here, and there's no shipping updates, and he went to the post office yesterday.
And they're it'll be here today.
Yeah. They're tomorrow for sure, and it's still not here.
And I literally told them, I'm if I have to come back here, here's the thing. I work across the street. I get pissed on, spit on, and I fight people for a living. If I have to come back here because this isn't here, You're going to be very upset. And like Roger just said one thing. He's like the postmaster, basically. He's like, understood, sir. He's known me for years. He's like, we'll make sure it gets to you. And I was like, no. You don't understand. I'll fight you if this dryer vent isn't here. And I went on to proceed to be like, it's a fucking damn shame the Amazon can't deliver the mail because it would have been here fucking 4 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
So you have 2 packages from Amazon today, whatever they were. But yeah, angry Devin car rage times 2.
Oh, that's right. You got to tell the dentist story.
I don't have to. You could tell the dentist. They know the dentist story, but and that's the thing is like, can we do laundry without this dryer vent? Yes, we can. Do we have to run the dryer 3 times instead of 1 for our clothes to dry?
We actually can't because the old dryer vent was recycled.
Oh, that's right. We took it out. So it's like we can't even really effectively do laundry at this point because it was supposed to be here. So we just took the old vent out, So there's like no vent on the back of our dryer at this point.
Yeah. It's literally 6 feet away from where it needs to be hooked up.
So we just need this new dryer vent.
Yep.
So that we can do laundry and like dry our clothes.
And I got to the point where I was like, no. Very calmly and sternly, I told Roger, I was like, here's the thing. You don't understand. I will throw hands over this counter if this isn't delivered because I have to do laundry.
Goodbye, Tom.
Tom's going to work. And he's like, okay, we'll make it happen for you. And he literally like typed it in like, this guy's fucking crazy. Deliver the fucking dryer vent. Basically, it's what I assume. And hopefully it'll be here tomorrow. Like tomorrow morning. I'm going to check it probably before you get up.
It won't be here in the morning.
No, it better be here.
It won't be.
No.
They deliver my mail so late in the day. It won't be here in the morning. Like I'm telling you now, it's not going to be here in the morning.
They have till tomorrow morning to deliver this dryer vent or I'm going to go there.
I'm just saying it's not going to be here in the morning because never in the 6 months I've lived here have they delivered my mail before noon.
Like, they're going to have it here before 10 in the morning.
They won't.
No, they're going to.
They won't.
No, I don't care. They're going to have it here before 10 in the morning or I'm going to drive there.
Yeah, you're going to drive there at 10 because it's not going to be here yet. And they're going to tell you it's on the truck and then it's not going to come.
I don't give a fuck if it's on the truck. I'll fight whoever's there at the register. It doesn't matter. And be like, you had your chance. Here it is. And we're going to get the dryer vent. So it's going to work. And I'm going to hook up the dryer and we're going to do landscaping. It's going to be a great day. Unless I go to jail because I had to beat the shit out of a post office employee. But in which case, like, I'll be at work. It'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, I hope not. I hope it just shows up tomorrow early. We can hook the dryer up. We can do all the laundry. We can landscape and it'll be good to go.
We don't need a dryer for landscaping. 2 unrelated things.
Yeah, we need a dryer to do laundry.
Yeah. And
landscaping also needs to get done.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how it works.
Yeah. That's dope.
That's fair. I will. I don't get angry super easy, but when I do, it's like, oh, he's angry. It takes a lot for me to get there, but it's like, okay, he's at the breaking point. Let's get it done. It's normally how it works. It doesn't take much. But I was very pissed off. I spent 2 hours in there yesterday before work being like, I have 2 things for you to figure out for me. Where's the dryer vent? Where's this package that I sent to this guy? And they couldn't give me really anything other than like, oh, your dryer vent will show up tomorrow and file a claim for this guy's package because it's probably lost. And I was like, fuck. which is a problem. So I was pretty upset about that. And I said, well, hopefully that dryer friend shows up tomorrow because I have clothes to clean because I need certain kinds of clothes for work. And they told me it would be here today. It's not here today. So I'll give them till tomorrow morning to deliver it. And if they don't, oh, fuck. Well, now I'm going to have to fight somebody at the post office. New dig? What do you mean new dig? Oh, you're getting another one?
Yeah.
And a coat?
I'm chilly.
It's so fucking hot in here.
It's so cold.
It's so fucking hot. I'm roasting alive. Like, if you feel me, I am, like, so hot.
I mean, to be fair, I'm cold, though. So, like...
I'm so warm.
You're not as warm as most people when I touch them when I'm cold. So.
I am very warm. And drunk. I don't know how much more I can go before I want to go to bed. So we might have to end it soon because we're at like 2.5 hours.
Yeah, we definitely don't need a dryer before we could go landscaping, but Devin is trying to make sure we
I want the post office to do their fucking job.
Yeah, it's just...
They've had since Saturday to do their fucking job.
But yeah, we will need to do laundry eventually, especially since it's been a few days now that, you know, because it was supposed to be here over the weekend and it's still not here, so.
Yeah, and they told me it would be. So they have till tomorrow morning before I go to the post office to deliver it. So, all right, let's go for like another 5 minutes and then I'm going to go to bed. Because I got to wake up tomorrow.
But yeah, all that helmet stuff will be auctions 2 Saturdays from now.
You gotta make some money.
Just 2 Saturdays from now, okay?
Recover some funds for landscaping materials and compost.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be great. That would be very good to do. I need it. Money's always good. And you guys get a very high quality item, unissued almost.
Mm-hmm.
Hot with rage, I assume? No, I'm not that bad at the post office. I'm just from the north, so I'm always very hot.
Weird. You should have acclimated by now, but...
No, I'm very hot. Like, all the time.
Acclimated by now.
I'm sorry, I can't. I'm hot all the time. Like, 50 degrees is warm.
Yeah, compost, yes. We are making a garden. We're having a composter. It's going to be glorious. I'm so excited. Those are my glasses. I need them to see. It's not that bad. It's a very low prescription, so.
Yeah, I can still see with this, but not as good as... Because I was born with the gift of sight.
I was also born with the gift of sight.
Yeah, but it was taken away from you because God hates you or whatever.
It slowly deteriorated, so. And that's not uncommon, so. No,
I was born with the gift of sight. I'm sorry, I got the one ear good, but I can't see the other.
Yeah.
So, well, haven't decided yet.
Lots of things: asparagus, onions, corn, tomatoes, some peppers.
Yep.
All the good stuff, man.
All right, lightning round. You guys have 1 minute and 15 seconds. Go.
Yeah, lots of stuff in the garden because...
Go, knife hand, go.
Potatoes, yes, potatoes. Watermelons, maybe.
No, we're not going to do watermelons.
Yeah, they seem...
We don't have the soil quality to do watermelons.
I had watermelons at my parents'.
And how'd they turn out? Great?
Yeah.
Okay,
pretty good, actually.
Maybe.
Yeah. I just don't know if we want them, so...
Knife hand, go.
Gotta sharpen it.
No, I don't need to. Mine's already sharp. I'll fight you. It doesn't matter if it's sharp or not. I'll beat your ass even if it's not sharp. That's kind of my thing.
Gotta sharpen the knife hand.
Doesn't matter. I'll still beat the shit out of you either way.
Guns. Yes.
I like guns. Boom, boom, firepower. Right?
Right.
That's how it works. There's plenty of guns. I gotta buy new hunting rifles. Or helmets. Plenty of them right off the screen. Right there. Right there. Plenty of them for
Lots
sale.
of them for sale. So.
And this one right here.
Many guns for sale. So.
No, there's no guns for sale.
Oh, no, not guns for sale. Many helmets for sale. Sorry.
I can't sell guns. I have an FFL. It's not a thing. The porcelain blade hands. Doesn't matter what it's made out of. These hands, like I tell people at work, they're like, why don't you have a gun? Because these hands were meant to kill, and I'm not going to rob them of the pleasure of strangling the life out of you. Because I will. We'll do it in front of your family, and then I'll cook you up and make some spare ribs.
How much plumbing do you know? Like some?
Me? A substantial amount, surprisingly. I actually know a fairly decent amount of electrical, plumbing, siding, framing, tons of shit. Like I know a decent amount of maintaining a house. So
not enough to not have to hire anyone for it, but
I know a decent amount to probably I don't have to hire anyone for it if it's regular maintenance shit. But like if it's like a big project, it's probably easier to hire somebody. A lot of it is, do I have the tools to do whatever task? And if I do, yes, it'll be cheaper. If I don't, it'll probably be cheaper to have them do it. All right, you guys, come on now. We're past time now. Come on. Final questions, comments, concerns. We're going to end it.
Why are cars so expensive?
Because the catalytic converters cost $2,000 because people steal them. That's $2,000 right there to make a catalytic converter. But if your car ran off hydrogen, it would make distilled water and you wouldn't need a catalytic converter and you could subtract $2,000 from every car price. Science.
New house, it's my house.
It's her house.
Who's all in the house? Me, my 3 cats, and Devin.
That's me. That's correct.
Yeah. No dogs.
Yet.
No.
Yet.
No.
Yet.
Nope.
Yet.
Not interested in having any dogs.
1 goat.
I don't know if we can have a goat.
No, we can. It's allowed. I looked into it.
We can't have chickens, though.
Nope, no chickens, but you can have a goat.
No fucking chickens in the city limits, but apparently we can have a goat.
Goat's fine. Cows are also fine.
That's ridiculous. I want a chicken.
Nope, you can't.
Chickens I want chickens. I want eggs, man.
Nope, you could have a cow or a goat, but you can't have any chickens.
Ridiculous.
That's how it works.
Any pet rats? No.
Nope. Other than the ones that live in the crawl space.
There's no actual rats in the crawl space.
You say that, but like.
The only thing with rats that like makes me really sad with like pet rats is that they're so like prone to cancer, as most of them don't live beyond like 2 years. Because of like all of the cancer that like is very rampant with rats. So they just have such a short lifespan that, and most people don't realize like how smart they are. So it's like, it's actually really hard to keep them just in like the sort of cage that most people think that they should be in, because they actually need a lot of like mental stimulation as well as room. Like they need a lot. They're actually I don't want to say like high maintenance, but they veer towards high maintenance if you want to give them a good life. And it's a lot that people don't really expect. So
yep.
Yeah, cancer rats. Yeah. I mean, cancer is like the #1 cause of death in domestic like pet rats.
Yep.
Most of them die from cancer.
That's right. And the second is heart disease. Just like most Americans, the #1 cause is heart disease.
Yeah, usually they catch, but yeah, usually they catch some sort of tumor by, 1 to 2 years old.
Yep.
That is going to off them, or it's going to be so, ridiculously expensive to treat. Most people aren't going to be willing to shell that out for a rat. Any reptiles? No.
Nope.
No, I've kind of thought about it. Like leopard geckos are cute. I've had some hermit crabs before in my life, but most of the time they actually do take a considerable amount of care. There's a lot more care that goes into them that a lot of people realize. So with heat lamps and making sure that most of their stuff is sterilized, and then making sure that they have fresh food and mealworms and stuff like that, making sure that they have fresh bugs and whatever. It's a lot. The
best pet you had was the hedgehog, because he liked me a lot.
Yeah, poor Quilliam.
He liked me a lot. He was my bestest buddy. I'd pick him up and he'd be like, "Oh, it's just you," and he'd come on out and he'd be like, "Yeah, it's great."
Flushed Away, good or bad? I haven't seen Flushed Away.
Oh, you're missing out.
No, you see, that's what happens when you interrupt me. I haven't seen that since it came out. So I probably only saw it once. I don't really remember.
Missing out. It's a decent-ish movie. All right, everybody. That's a good enough time to end. We're pretty much at 2 hours and 40 minutes, which, by the way, anything after an hour just drops off in the algorithms. It's not even really worth it after an hour, but we did it all for you guys. So hopefully you like this video and subscribe if you like this sort of thing. The 6th of May is going to be the helmet sale stream, so I'll get it all ready, all that other good jazz. So bring your money, all that other good jazz. It'll help a lot. The more you spend, the more it'll help. So thank you for stopping by. Hopefully I could see all of you here in the future.
What?
Say goodbye.
Bye.
All right, there we go.